is that y'all have a coronation to attend tonight for your new queen of the Bullywugs. You are an honored guest. If you threw away my pickles. Perfect. But yeah, that's pretty much the what happened last night. We got into Bitchface's house and walked in separate places during your descent. I'm gonna have trouble getting this open. Oh, and yeah, you crowned a new monarch, more or less. I guess the actual crowning is happening tonight, but you all wake up well rested in your beds. Been a while since y'all have had a bed to sleep in.
Hang on,
Meaning
I've got my
y'all
stream
got.
running for us.
Oh.
I actually have made a complete overlay for us.
Oh. Someone needs to send me a link to that, because I will attempt to have it running in the background without it interfering.
Welcome back to another D&D session.
I'm
This week
sure
we're going
that
to
the whole
continue on
internet
and make sure
is
that we
thrilled to hear the
can
sounds of me retrieving pickles out of a jar.
figure out where we're going.
Well, you were playing Mass Effect earlier.
If you guys
I
want to, go ahead and like and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated, as I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers here soon. Tune in every Sunday to continue watching, to keep updated on our D&D campaign. And without further ado, let's get this going.
Alright guys, you know the drill.
Hello.
Mic is live, wire is hot, everything you say can and will be heard.
Already been heard on YouTube for like the past 5 minutes.
I'm not streaming to YouTube, I probably should. But
I stream to YouTube. Because
yeah, you and Shiro both do, but I like Twitch.
Well, it's because I can't figure out for the life of me how to transfer OBS to where I can duo stream to YouTube and Twitch.
That's all above my pay grade.
Are you using like OBS or Streamlabs?
OBS.
Okay. I'll have to look it up because I run Streamlabs.
I used to run Streamlabs, but hell no.
What the fuck?
Shit became too complicated for me to understand.
Hey Nick.
He says no.
Remember when I showed you those things I found on TikTok that were like weird ways to spin a rogue character for your stories, and one of them was like a librarian by day and like a stealer of misused and special books? I named her Rowena. I've started creating her character. You're welcome. I did that just for you.
I'm gonna be 100% honest, because we leveled up last week, right?
Yeah, that is something.
Yeah, we did.
I'm gonna be honest, I completely forget what I went into.
I don't know, but I flipped my shit all around last week. Like, I am now, instead of having a ton of range. Yeah, that's right, because we were trying to get you leveled up there for other stuff. Do you have the game session open yet for Into the Faywild? Because it doesn't.
Not yet.
That's okay. That's okay. I just want to make sure that I wasn't losing my mind on my screen.
You are not losing your mind. I'm not ready for y'all to see the screen before we get to said screen.
Oh, that's right. I got my brutal critical at 9th level. I went into
That's why we're heading that way. Yep. Oh god, what did I do? No. Whatever that is. No.
Yeah, y'all are level 13s walking into quest rewards and coronations.
As someone who has most of her stats in dexterity and wisdom, I was very excited that I'm like, hey, wisdom works with druids. I'm safe. It's fine. It's fine.
I think the next time that I write a campaign, I'm gonna have like a withers
Oh my
in
god.
camp where when you go to bed at night, unless you are in a pact, or have like some sort of contract deal with a god, I guess that would still be a pact. You can go in and like pay a fee and kind of make it kind of like the Mirror of Loss in the House
like
of Grief,
Oops.
where you like sacrifice your memory of that.
I didn't mean to do that.
Not all of your memories, just like one of those core memories where it's like, oh, I remembered that was the day that I learned how to, I don't know, flip a knife. Yeah, something core and fundamental that like you probably needed, but not more than you needed to be somebody different.
Now I have a question. Does Mako wear shoes?
Do you want him to wear shoes?
I don't, but does he? Like, that's the thing. Does
Because-
Roadhog have shoes?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Yes, he does. Okay. He actually has spiked boots.
Spicy.
Oh, I can make this like extremely.
Okay, I've heard everybody's voice but Nick's, and now I'm getting a little paranoid.
No, so I'm here.
Okay. I was
I
like,
was doing level 13 stuff. I get 2 new
Oh.
spells, so I'm picking spells.
Oh, yeah. Forgot I need to change up my spells.
Okay, so I know that you are a bard sorcerer, Nick, but I found the juiciest of juicy combos running 4 levels of rogue. Technically, you only need 3. 4 levels of warlock and 4 levels of sorcerer, and you just dump all of your sorcery points. Like you dump all of your spell slots for sorcery points, and you can have the 2 bonus actions going thief. So between basically your Eldritch Blasts with the 3 beams, you can do that 3 times without being hastened. So then you add hastened and you get a 4th and possibly a 5th.
I will say I found a barbarian wizard that I would really want to.
I cannot make that compute. Excuse?
Yes.
Smart.
If I can find it on TikTok again, I will send it to you. But basically, it makes me to the point where everything around me turns to ash.
I want your improvised weapon to be your spellbook. That's nuts. That's wild. Okay. That puts my bard block in a precarious position as the coolest thing I've ever done.
Let's see if I can't pull it back up.
Dang, they still haven't even left Churro Loco to bring me my churros.
You have a churro place?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I'm a little Mexico baby. We got churro places.
I have a Korean barbecue place.
Oh, we're getting those.
Yeah, we got one on the way.
Here it is. I found it. Discord. Because I don't really feel like searching for everything. It's in the chatter thing.
That'll work. Yeah, do y'all like the street corn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It gives such a ambiance.
It's the whole reason I have tahini. Other than tahini on melon is amazing.
I will say, tahini with street corn is the best. Tahini on watermelon is really
yes. Good. Have you tried it on cantaloupe?
Yes.
It's oh my god, yes.
So while I was in the army, we had a dude who was from the valley, and he brought in this giant fruit platter with tahini, and it was some of the best fruit I think I had ever had. He had brought me like tahini suckers as well when I was getting out. He bought me like a bunch of tahini candy, like Mexican candy, and oh my god, they were the best things ever. They did not last me very long.
No, they do not. Okay.
I'm sending y'all a little sample of what's on Churro Loco's menu because most of it doesn't have pictures.
Okay.
It's like my new favorite place to order shit from because they haven't been on DoorDash and they're normally out on like the west side where I can't get stuff. So Dustin will bring it home from work whenever he can. He can very often. Well, now they're on DoorDash. I be getting churros like every weekend.
Ah, so you a broke bitch now.
Yes. And I am continuously, but it's worth it because their churros are like the best churros I've ever had. And there's places to get churros all over the place here. It's very seldom that I'm, happy about getting churros. Normally it's just because it's the only thing that sounds decently good and I'm guessing that it's going to be okay. But a lot of people make their churros like sticks. They're more like a pretzel. And these are like fresh donuts. So I love them. And that is my TED Talk.
Okay. So, you want to give us a recently
on our last episode, previously on Into the Faywild, our team has managed to escape the house that Bavlorna once inhabited and found her gruesome demise within. They managed to make it out of the house, but as they were leaping through, or making their way through the house to escape, everything kind of went sideways, and they found themselves scattered in the forest, down in the bog. And as they found their way towards each other, they found their way straight into the end of the civil war that was taking place within the Bullywug Kingdom. And they assisted with the crowning of a new monarch. It's Queen Gloribita's time, although she has abdicated her crown temporarily, as our team knows, per the plan, to her new husband, who she married in secret. They will be having a formal ceremony following the coronation. Yeah, he's being crowned tonight and being put through the coronation ceremony, and then there will be a small wedding right after to celebrate. And per the agreement, Queen Gloribita will take over once certain policies are put in place by her new boo thing. So you guys were put up for the evening in Queen Gloribita's humble house. It's not much, but it is an actual bed that each one of you got to sleep in. You had your own room for the night. It wasn't a cot, it wasn't a hammock, it wasn't a dirt floor, it wasn't a pile of mud, it wasn't soggy or anything like that. It was a real bed, and you guys haven't had a real bed like that since you were back at Lucy's. So, you got a very good night's sleep, and you wake up to the sounds that you hear right now, actual bird song. For the first time since you've been in the Faywild, there is this small twittering of birds. It seems that there's a little bit of life coming back into this swamp. And you haven't heard that this entire time. But now that she is dead and the war has passed, maybe this is a sign of good things to come. Maybe y'all are actually making the difference you hope to make. That's going to bring us straight to you guys actually, like, emerging. What are we doing first thing in the morning? Anybody got any, like, start the day off rituals? Anybody trying to do anything?
I should probably pray to my goddess. It's been a minute since I've done that. And offer up the head as a
Hell yeah.
offering.
Okay, alright, so you've got...
Maybe she'll give power in return, knowledge, whatever she deems worthy of a prize.
Okay, so set the stage for me. You're in your room. Are you inviting anyone into this, or is this going to be a very private thing for you?
When I pray, I feel like this is going to be a very private thing.
Okay, alright. So, set the stage for me. What are we doing? We got candles, doing some voodoo, what are we...
I will light some candles and sit in the middle of them. There'll be 3 on each side.
Okay.
I will put the head on top of some crossed arrows and begin to kind of go into like a meditative stance, like you would, and just pray out to her, saying, because of your power that you gave me, this kill is yours. Accept my offering.
So as this prayer, you know, obviously a paladin barbarian, he's not going to be someone who's got a massive way with words, but what you do have is a huge amount of heart to put into this. And regardless of any kind of stuttering or mumbling that Mako might do behind that mask, you do feel, as you're pouring this out to your goddess and offering this up to her, in the silence of this room, surrounded by the sounds of nature drifting in through the window, you feel this warmth start to come through. And it's not an aggressive warmth, it's more like an acceptance of warmth. As you slowly open your eyes, you kind of assess your surroundings. It's almost like whenever a cat is like laying in the window, getting a nice little sun charge that they do. That's kind of the same vibe that's going on for you. And you look thinking, okay, well, is there actually sunlight in the Feywild? Like, there's no way. There is not sunlight in the Feywild. Instead, it is the warmth of your goddess, who has more or less formed a small apparition of herself. Before you, within the circle of these candles, it's almost kind of similar to how like a hologram would appear, as though she's using the light from the candles to refract into her being, her essence that she has laid before you. And as she steps through in this way, you notice just how tiny she is. She's no bigger than your forearm in height. And she looks upon your offering, and you get this overwhelming sense of pride as she looks to you and looks at the head and looks back at you. She nods, and when she nods, a chill runs down your spine. And she says, "One down, 2 to go." Grabs the head by its hair and vanishes back through the light as the candles snuff themselves out. As far as a boon that your matron goddess has or has not bestowed upon you, you'll find out. Let's just say that you have a spring in your step today.
Okay. Cool.
While he's doing that, I'm literally just kind of slinking off outside to be with nature and just kind of meditate and commune with my deity that way without anything big or crazy. Because my deity's pretty much a nature goddess.
And I'm just going to wander outside and recollect my bats, as I let them out at night so they can do their own hunting and spotting for whatever they need.
Okay. So Issa, you know that Shidori is outside because you can feel as you have started this. I'm gonna imagine that you are similar to how an otter would be at the moment with rocks. So as you kind of are like picking up shiny rocks that you're like, yeah, I like this rock. Oh, I like that. That's a nice little rock. I like that boulder. You're kind of so patting your way through here in a very donkey perspective post-battle. Fresh morning. You do sense the bats flittering through the trees headed back towards Shidori, so you know that she's kind of up and about for the day. Your communion with nature and nature's champion goddess does appear fruitful as your passive perception is high enough. I can just give this straight to you. As you're moving through the trees for the first time in the weeks and what feels like years that you have been in this section of the Faywild, since you stepped into hither, you see the very first glimmer of sunlight through the fog. Off in the distance, above the trees, you can see it. Just as it breaches the canopy, there's a gap in the fog, just a little bit, where some sunlight penetrates through. And then it goes back away.
Yeah. I've had moments like that IRL that fits.
It's so pretty!
So pretty.
So as the bats drift their way back into Shidori, calm and well-fed after a night out, gathering their own provisions, eating bugs and various fruits, flittering about, they're happy to rejoin Shidori and kind of drape themselves amongst her coat and her cloak and various different places upon her. Some of them kind of nuzzle into the gaps in her where her shoulders meet her wings. That sore spot from yesterday certainly does twitch a little bit whenever they find a spot in just the right area for that. It's not that you're injured, it's just that it's almost like one of those memories of pain, like the nerve still knows. What are you doing, Sebastian?
I am soaking in a bubble bath. Because I was inside Valvorna and then we fought, and I'm pampering myself. Trying to get as clean as possible. I feel so dirty.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I can certainly imagine that that would be a sensation that would linger, having been in the belly of a hag. Let me see here. I need to look at my notes, which are taking forever to load. Please. We've had so many storms out here, and then we're already in triple digits and have been for a week.
Just same.
And so it's fucked up out here. Ugh. I'll just 7 on that. Hold on. Go ahead and so you're in the bath.
Yeah.
Little bubble bath. What kind of scent is the bubbles?
You
A
like
nice
cinnamon.
Cinnamon lavender.
No, just lavender then. Don't mix that. Sorry, I was like, in real life, he likes cinnamon type smells and clove.
Okay,
Oh,
so little sidetrack. I was looking up bat names for my horde to like at least get my matriarch named, and I just pulled up like one of those random name generators. One of the names that came up was Tampax.
Oh my god, why?
Awesome.
No, let's pass.
That's the one.
Dude, that should be another name for frickin' Hamlin. That's my Akatar reference for the day. Alright. Hamlin, I mean Hamlin.
I still haven't read most of that. I read like a few chapters and then haven't
Dude,
picked it up again.
That whole fucking series is like right up your alley once you get past.
I know,
the
I'm just not a
Tamlin
big
piles.
reader.
I am. I blame Sal. I'm on the 3rd book in the Gilded series. Anyway, ADHD, and we're back, and Sebastian's taking a lovely lavender bubble bath. Feel.
So we got some lavender going. The bubbles are flowing. You finally start to feel cleaner. Like you've gotten a lot of the grime and the yuck and the mud. You know, there's not stuff like sticking between your toes, and you're finally feeling cleaned up. So, are you gonna go ahead and get out of the bath?
Yep, I'll take an extra time with the sponge on the stick, like get in between the toes. It's like, yeah, that's nice. No, I'll get up. First, I'll look around the room like nobody's peeping on me. Okay, I'm gonna get out now. Very modestly get up, get my clothes, put them on.
Okay. As you're getting dressed, you start to sneeze. The sneezing just keeps continuously happening, and it's like one of those things where it's like you just can't stop, but it still feels like there's a sneeze stuck in your face.
Oh, shit, it shows lavender.
It continues as the tub water drains until it's empty, and then the sneezing stops.
Yep, that's stupid lavender. Note to self, no lavender. Put up my cloak, grab my wand. I
As
go
you
out
make
to meet the rest of the party.
Hey, buddy, you grab your wand on your own, Dad. Sorry. I'm so sorry. It was there.
Not that kind of wand.
It's not that kind of a party. Calm down, Renee. You do it.
So, as you make your way out to find the rest of the party, you're immediately aware that in the time that it took for your people to be out and about and you to get out of your bubble bath, the whole place has gotten super busy. There's food laid out for y'all for breakfast, so that y'all can sit down and eat something, but the whole place has people running in every direction. And none of the bullywugs in attendance are wearing soggy court clothes. They are all dressed in basically what I would describe as like the amphibious gear that they wore in the Hunger Games. If anybody can recall that from the depth of dreams. But very sleek, very stylish. Not talking about it being armor, although some of them do have, you know, the occasional pair of like epaulets or a single shoulder pauldron or, you know, something of that nature. It's all very, very simple, and it is not dirty. There are no ruffles. There are no big poofy skirts, and they are set to work getting things prepared. You can see that there's people baking things, there's people hauling stuff in and out of doors, there's the occasional grumbling and hollering that would go on to accompany people trying to coordinate stuff, but they are busy little bees in here. My churro order got canceled.
Why?
They couldn't, I don't know, it said could not be completed, and that my order was refunded in credits, so I have to find something else.
No, I feel bad because I definitely ordered us some churros.
Churro! There's gotta be another one.
I'm sorry. It's just, I was craving ice cream, and this place out here that does like elote and stuff, they also do churros and ice cream. And I was like, hot diggity damn.
Goodness.
This motherfucker right here. This is why we can't have nice things.
I'm gonna find someone else that does churros.
Somebody get this woman a churro.
Just a couple apples here.
I want to be sponsored. I want our podcast, or not podcast, I want our stream brought to you by Scratch Made Churros.
I will accept that kind of sponsorship on either.
Oh, we're already selling out?
Hey,
Wait, on
no,
my side?
no. Yeah, on either your side or my side, either one of us. We accept sponsorship.
I want to be sponsored by Alienware. That's what I want to be sponsored by.
Yo, dude, if I
There
could
we
just
go.
get sponsored by Razer, because, like, if you could see, like, I have a Razer keyboard, I have a Razer mouse, I have, it's everywhere. I miss my Kraken. I'm gonna keep using the, fantastic aerodynamics headset and Moondrop earbuds that were gifted to me by a good friend, but, yeah. I really miss my Kraken.
All those feed pics.
No, you know this person. There were no feet pics involved.
As far as I know.
Bruh. Listen, I
Anyway.
got enough people on ESO that question the validity. I don't need the spouse to question the validity. God damn.
Shots fired!
Sir, you see me naked. Just take that. Alright. And for our listeners, please don't question the marital discussions. Love you back.
If you do question it,
You like boys.
Send those questions to fucking me, not him.
I'll just make fun of you.
That's because you know what it's like to get in and get out.
In more ways than one.
Oh God.
I knew that was coming.
I was like,
I
this
heard
is
it coming
Lord,
too.
The Lord of hit it and quit it.
You know, you got that Riz.
Oh god. This is part of the stream where we just evolve into dirty jokes.
A little.
A
Yep.
little bit.
Penny
happens
Man's
every
the
week, yeah.
soundboard. Oh yeah. Okay, so Sebastian had a really nice fat. God damn it. Grabbed his wand, the detachable one, not the God-given one apparently, and exited the premises.
I was doing
Look, a muffin!
Pollock Keys check.
Nick,
the dog
pick a
doing?
color of Mountain Dew and tell me now. Pick a color.
Mountain Dew? Blue.
Yeah, blue. Okay. I just need to know.
As everybody's rushing around with, plates of food, I'm just gonna, like, be that guy who just snatches stuff off the tray and, like, ooh, mine. That looks good. That looks good. Tastes great. Good job.
They just kind of nod to you and keep on moving. Has everybody else made their way towards where breakfast would be, or are y'all still?
Yes.
Yep, I'll be heading in.
I'll be lumbering in. Try not to step on anybody or trip over anybody.
So as you guys make your way towards the table, you see Sebastian is sitting down, and Queen Glorivita is going over the day's schedule with him. So essentially, she doesn't have anything on the schedule for y'all to be participating in until you witness the coronation of her husband for the evening, and then are there for the wedding and the reception following. At such time, you guys are then completely free to go and do whatever you want from that point on. Wherever your adventure takes you, it will be with the blessing of the Queen and King of the Bullywugs. Agden has left a note for y'all explaining that he has returned to the Brigand's Tollway to make things right with his bunny fellows, and he has gone in to keep the memories safe so that when the time comes that he knows he can release them, he will be releasing them so they return to their rightful owners.
Yay.
Am I gonna
So,
be
yeah.
Got time to
coordinating
kill.
this fucking wedding?
Y'all are not required to coordinate the wedding.
No, coronate.
Coronating. You are capable of conducting ceremonies.
He's asking if we have to,
I'm asking
You
if
do
I
not-
have to.
because we already did one.
You do not have to, but if you so chose, you would be able to volunteer your services.
No. I'll be a spectator on this one. You put way too much pressure on me for the first one.
That first one was awesome. Sir.
It was really great. So,
Well, we do have that heart to give back to that one guy.
Yes.
We gotta get back to the forest.
We gotta go find the dancing cauldron.
Oh shit.
Was there anything with the cauldron?
Yeah, it turned me into a giant dragonfly.
Yeah, but we didn't have to fix him or anything.
No, but that's where the dude is with that's where the dude's nearest by the dude with the
It was
dancing.
like before that little village area, yeah.
yeah. The mushroom field. So are y'all gonna make your way over there?
We could just show up to the wedding as dragonflies.
Sure.
If y'all were to turn into dragonflies, there's every possibility that it could be something else too.
It's true.
This is why
I have it in a I have a flask full of the liquid too.
You know, you should put it in like a breakable jar and use it as a throwing potion.
Yeet
Ooh,
that
that's a
shit
good
at
idea,
people.
Yeah.
Hey, ass butt.
Alright, Castiel. What? The dog didn't even look at me. Damn.
Ski.
What the dog
So-
doing?
You guys start on your day by having full bellies from a lush breakfast and make your way towards the mushroom forest. The homie is still standing there, looking rather forlorn, I would say. Mr. Depresso is still looking Mr. Depresso.
Is he depressed an espresso?
He needs an espresso.
He does need an espresso to fix his depresso. But
For the mushrooms.
Yes. Carry on.
we're gonna end up with a
Where you-
shop sponsorship.
Where you get?
We're gonna get the weirdest type of sponsor.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Liquid Ivy. So as you guys approach, you have the heart. You have the heart in your belongings. So, what's the plan?
Yeah, what's the plan? How do we exactly get that back in there? Like, I just pull out my dagger. Do we just, a mime cutting?
I don't think that's how it would work.
Well, that's usually where it comes out.
Yes, but I feel like there's probably some voodoo magic shit that we have to do.
What do you mean voodoo magic sheep?
I mean, there is a perfectly functional heart. And a perfectly functional man. Obviously, man is
mean,
not
point.
dead.
I mean, Clapperclaw just like slapped his original head on and was totally fine afterwards.
Clapperclaw is a weird abomination
Yeah,
of nature.
yeah. Still not totally sold on him. He's kind of a weird cat.
How about we try just giving the heart back?
Yeah, because
Dude, would-
I'm feeling like we don't need to conduct surgery.
Okay, that's option B.
Because, like, yes, I can,
Option A
I
would
can
be-
cauterize wound. But no.
Yeah, I mean,
I just kind of
Okay.
flip my claws out. This one is very accurate.
No!
yeah. Some
I will knock
friends,
sense
some
into all of you.
villagers.
Look at
You
Smash and be like,
knocked sense into me. I walked away with a concussion.
exactly. Still sorry, but exactly.
So we go to Lord of the Protection and give him
I
just
We-
like
have this.
Is that my heart?
It is.
Yeah. Yep. Well, they hard.
We're pretty sure it's yours.
Can I have it? Or are you gonna keep it from me too?
this one does not have use for heart. It is not her own. Here.
I mean, I have use for heart.
I mean, be a nice party trick.
You are.
I pull a heart off my hat.
Oh, good one.
But no, I don't need your heart.
But no.
I'll go steal somebody
no,
else's
no.
unexpected, probably already dead heart.
I just kind of put my hands over my chest, like, no, no.
Well, I'll just, and he kind of takes the heart and looks at it, looks at all of you, and, he unbuttons the front of his shirt. And as he opens it, you see that the space where his heart would inhabit, the ribs have been cut out of his chest.
Ooh.
And you can see a gaping hole where he has to place the heart directly in. And as he does so, he gets a little bit of color back into his skin, slowly but surely, as he buttons his shirt up and says, "Right, well, thank you all so very much. I have no way to repay you, other than to let you know that somewhere within this mushroom forest, I did come across a fairy ring that may or may not interest all of you. No idea where it goes to. No idea if it's corrupted. All I know is that nobody else has come near it because of me this whole time. So, thanks. And I'm getting the hell out of here.
Can you, before you go, can you make us, like, a map?
To the fairy ring?
Yes.
Maybe if I hadn't have been so depressed for the last 50 years, but I don't actually know where I found it. I've just kind of been hanging out by these couple of mushrooms this whole time. Since I started wandering, I kind of just stopped because I gave up. Maybe in that general direction, and he kind of throws his hand to one side, and then as you all turn to look, he takes off running the other way.
You know, if I had half mind, I would throw Hook and bring him back. But he's already been...
Well, and he's kind of missing some, and I'm like moving my hands around like where my ribcage is. Important bits.
I mean, at least I'd cauterize it.
You might knock Hart right back out. We don't know if he hooked it up correctly.
Not my fault.
Operator error?
Exactly. Don't hate the game, hate the player.
Just gonna kind of rear back and look up at you. Huh. Okay. So, you know what? Permission to shimmy up a tree and see if I can see anything in the distance that will point us in the correct direction of said circle.
Sure.
Okay. Sebastian, stay on ground. I do like that I'm looking at you type thing.
Yep, I'll be right here.
Don't throw him. Just flick out like the partial transformation to where I have decent claws to grab the tree and just climb my way up toward the top.
Okay. As you make your way to a very high vantage point, you go ahead and give me we'll go perception on this one, because you're just kind of gandering.
Okay, 1 second. Rolling. Ew. That's only a 15.
Yeah.
Can I do the same thing with my 3-step?
So tree step's gonna take you through trees, not to the top of one.
Oh.
Plus, the top of these trees, if you get up there, you're going to bring the top down with your weight.
Yeah, you're kind of a big guy.
I mean, I could just cut through entire forest.
I mean, you could.
I have great
How about I
efforts.
scatter my bats?
Yeah, I'm gonna start hopping down on the branches because that's what I was gonna say was to get Shidori to do that. I was like, Shidori, I can't get clear view of surroundings. Can bats look?
Oh, absolutely. Just scatter them out throughout the mushroom forest.
Okay. Yeah, so your bats spread out, and so y'all are looking for a ring of mushrooms in a forest of mushrooms, just so y'all know.
Yeah.
That's why a 15 is not a success in this, because from up top you've got some fog to contend with as well.
Yeah.
So as the bats are kind of zooming through, trying to get a good vantage point, trying to see, looking for what Mom asked for. Yeah, they come across a whole lot of mushrooms, and all reports back say, yes, we have found mushrooms. Lots and lots of mushrooms.
Darlings, mushroom rings.
Just yell up to him. Find anything yet?
the bats continue their search, and they do find a ring of mushrooms, a fairy circle, way off in the opposite direction of where the coronation will be held.
How long do we have before the coronation?
So the coronation will start in like a few hours, like 4 or 5 hours is when the festivities are charted to begin. Y'all got to have a late morning, do your stuff, have some breakfast. More like a brunch time breakfast, but you know, fine.
Ooh. Have the frog people, have they ever seen snow?
Well,
I don't think they
they're-
would appreciate it.
Why not?
They probably would hate
They're
it.
You know,
blooded and will go into
blooded.
hibernation if they see if they're interacting with snow and ice.
You're gonna make them take a long nap. Not a dirt nap, but a long nap.
And they're all gonna wake up and want to fuck.
Oh my.
Ruination.
Okay.
I mean, that was kind of part of the queen's goal.
Oh, we should probably put on our like best clothing for this coronation and stuff, shouldn't we?
You mean not the icky, dirty, nasty stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I'm clean. I don't know about you. My apron
I've
always
rubbed
stays clean.
I've rubbed mud on me before, so I probably should have taken a bath.
This one is part cat. She is clean.
Just don't use lavender.
What, you not like lavender?
I got all in my nose and I had a sneezing fit and it was horrible.
Oh, I just kind of
Can
gently
I do
pat
something for Shidori
baby.
since she didn't, realize that she needed a bath?
Dory,
I
gonna be
was too
clean.
tired. I just zonked out as soon as we got to the room.
It's okay. You look beautiful. And use resuscitation. Clean you up.
Very
Oh
nice.
yeah.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna hand. Does that also clean clothing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because what I was gonna do is I was gonna hand her my apron, and she tie it around, and I'd say the word. That way, so she could fucking get her clothing clean. But since you can do that, that's fine.
Wonderful.
Did
All
you
right.
find the ring thing?
Yes, the bats did find the ring.
Who found it? Was it Tampax?
No, what am I settled on? Panger found it.
Tiger. Okay. Well, let's go see what it is. Sorry.
Does Hanger get hangry?
No, Panger with a P.
Oh. That makes more sense. Yeah, so yeah, y'all have at least discovered the general location of said fairy circle. That's the word. Yeah, sorry, brain was buffering there. Yeah, so y'all have found the general location of it. You know the direction to go in. You have ticked off everything on y'all's list of like pertinent things to do. You haven't seen Mortgott all morning though.
That was our pilot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for her. Maybe she's slipping.
Honestly,
She was prepping the balloon.
Did we
Y'all
see her
haven't-
like at
since you left
Brunch.
the hag's hut.
Yeah, seen her since the hag's hut? Let's see. How far away are we from the hag's hut right now?
I mean, not super far. Y'all are down in the mushroom field, and I guess I should be a good DM and put that up on the screen
Well-
for.
Is it within 120 feet?
Yeah.
I'll send a message to Morgott. Morgott, if you can hear this, reply. Sebastian.
Hello,
wait.
Sebastian.
You talked back to me. I said it again.
Well, at least she's alive.
Where are you?
Wait, what?
Where are you?
What did
You can reply.
Oh. Yes, I am alive. I've made my way over to where another balloon sits because whether or not this regime is good or bad, I intend to fly again.
That's good. Can we catch a ride? Are you leaving right now?
I am not
have to go.
leaving right now. I intend to stay for a good little bit while this balloon is finished being repaired.
Okay, I'll be in touch. Eat some breakfast, drink water. Okay, bye.
She does not respond.
I relay all that to the group. He's fine. He's making a balloon.
Okay. We should probably go back and get cleaned up and changed for.
You don't have an
important
interest in
things.
the fairy circle?
It
Oh,
is
we're
in
in
the
the fairy circle.
Isn't it like in the complete opposite direction? Do we have time to make it there and back?
We got like all afternoon.
Sebastian, we thought we had plenty of time to search house, too, and then you kicked in a door with a hag in it.
Well, mistakes were made. But this isn't a door. This is, well, it's kind of a door, but
This is a door. We're trying to prevent missing something we helped come about.
Not only that, I'm pretty sure if we were late, they would be very, very upset at us.
The No Queen will be very, very heated. Very heated. And this is this alliance is tenuous? Tenuous? What's the word this one is looking for?
Tedious?
Tenuous, yes.
Tenuous,
Tenuous, yeah.
at best. We must.
I don't feel like committing genocide. Again.
I mean, that's
Regicide,
fair.
genocide, any side. It's just.
Amphibian side.
Oh Lord.
Regicide.
Geneva suggestions.
They're Geneva Conventions, not Geneva Suggestions.
Oh, and what about Geneva checklist?
Oh Lord.
Sebastian, I do not feel like making an entire species of people things go extinct.
We can always leave one alive.
For what?
Then
At that point, they just
Well, then
probably
they're not
kill
extinct.
themselves.
well, they're not extinct then. I mean, well, that's right. Plan B. That's just Plan B. Plan
Like
A, we
Plan
go and we
C.
make nice. Oh, Plan.
Okay, so let us go to coronation, and then we can make sure we have enough supplies to go out, and then we go chasing down a circle of mushrooms in a forest of mushrooms.
Yeah, 'cause I'm almost out of rations.
Well, you're as big as a horse, so that should
I
help.
also cook food for everybody in our camps.
This one knows. She was
So
just
unless
making
you
a
don't
joke
want
at
to,
you.
unless you don't want delicious food no more, shush.
Well, before we go, and I pull out a paper and my quill. Shidori, what you say? It's about right here, and we're about right there. You say that's about right?
I commune with my bats one more time just to confirm it. Yes, that seems about right. Roughly that direction.
Okay, at least we know where it's at, and if we come back, we want to search for it again.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Okay, and put that away.
I am gonna have like a
Oh,
little pout on my face that we're not going to be going.
I know. A whisper to Shori. We could just leave them. We could circle
No,
back.
I'm gonna walk up behind them and just kind of grab them by one ear each.
What was it?
Nothing. I'm just thinking of my speech. Yep. Okay. Go.
I promise you, We will come back to this. This is just unfortunate
crazy.
obligation.
You're gonna make my ear get more funny.
Let's go. I would rather go behead the other two sisters.
I just kind of lean over and kiss the top of Sebastian's head. There,
Oh
there.
man. Yeah, I'll compress.
Oh, shit! I didn't think I asked that.
Yo, Aslan, the giant cat from Narnia.
Yo,
Yo.
what about it?
What are we gonna?
Just think about
how
what
do
he
we get
can
to
do.
Narnia?
He's a giant fucking lion. You can
I mean, have you-
shapeshift into cats.
Have you seen a Centret, an ESO?
No.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Those displacer beasts, if you would ever
No.
get to Act 3, do amazing things.
Okay, here you go.
I saw the displacer. They put it as the hunter's armor because DnD partnered with Destiny 2, and they
When,
gave-
right now?
Yeah, it's right now. The hunter has a displacer beast armor set. The warlock
Okay.
has like a Cthulhu, and the titan is a golden dragon.
Okay, so I know what I'm doing when we're done here. Yes? Okay.
Going on to
But
Destiny
I
2.
hate Destiny 2.
I mean,
but
the
that
new
sounds
DLC
so
just
cool.
released.
I know, I'm not putting money into that anymore, frankly.
I would game share it to you, but I'm game sharing to Demonic.
That's fair.
But I will say the new DLC is actually really fun. The new raid's a bitch though.
So
I'll
we're gonna
play
go back
Destiny 1. That was
to.
way more fun than 2.
Hey, DM, check your DM, or check our chat.
Tra la 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 la.
I figure we'll go back to the ceremony place and yes,
I'll have a
just
proper back.
gather up some supplies.
Yep, I'm going to change out of my armor.
Something a little bit more ceremonial.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all are gonna go get spiffy. Get yourselves all I don't want to use the word professional, but like personable. There's a word that starts with P that's used for these things. But I'm gonna go with
Presentable?
presentable. Thank you.
I am here, but I'm AFK grabbing the door. I'll be right back.
Churros.
Yo.
Where am I? He's been picking up my order for 10 minutes. Hurry up. Anyway,
Had a mighty
Okay.
need.
so
So-
hungry.
I switched into my ethereal suit.
Oh, okay.
Can I have my lullaby links draped across my shoulder?
I'll allow it.
Give it a little bit of a pop of black with the changing color.
I don't think I have any fancy clothes.
I'll allow it.
Oh,
Well, y'all
also,
brought up fancy spiffy clothes in
I don't
the,
think she was here yet.
it was one of the first few sessions because I remember she went into the quill store and was like,
I don't think I ended up buying clothes because I was just too lazy to look at what you sent us, and I didn't end up buying anything.
Also, can I ask, do you know what position the moon is in? What phase it's in?
Ooh, let me
That's
look.
important for two reasons.
Okay.
Did I buy anything?
Because if it's a new moon, I can't have the freaking links on me. I'd have to go with like the Arctic Foxfire.
It's the next step up from a new moon.
So it's a. It's not a crescent.
I can't remember if it's waxing or waning gibbous.
Is
It's
it
the
a
one
right
building
crescent
up.
or is it a left crescent?
The crescent is on the right side.
It is a waxing.
Okay.
Okay, so I will have to go with my Arctic because it is a thin right crescent. So yeah.
Just don't hug any frogs.
What's up?
So my suit will basically be fully black except for like a small part going down that has a bit of white coming through. Because my suit changes colors based on the phases of the moon.
So where are we right now on this map?
Y'all were down in the mushroom forest, which I circled in, unfortunately, black. And y'all made your way to her house, which is not pictured on the map because this has gone completely rogue.
Okay.
And y'all are back getting all spiffy. Since this is completely rogue of me, for shits and gigs, her house is up there by where y'all first made, kind of by the Chattering Heads area.
Okay.
But north of that in the fog.
Okay.
So, like... here.
Yeah. Yeah, off in the foggy, foresty, swampy area. Yeah. Because all that the image above the map is like what it would look like if you were viewing it from a standing view on a hill. And then the actual map that y'all use is bird's eye looking down, so. But yeah, so y'all, Mako is looking quite regal, quite dapper. Anybody else have anything specific they're gonna get dressed up like? Anything specific you're doing?
I'm gonna fix up my top hat and clean it up as best as I can.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shine up my armor. Because I don't have fancy clothes.
Sebastian, will you clean this cloak, please?
Yep. Okay.
Yay.
I can put my green cloak on behind my armor now that's all shiny and clean.
Everybody's looking iffy, looking decked out. And I guess you're gonna make your way to where the coronation is being held, out on the front lawn area of the house.
Yes.
So as you guys approach, the ceremony is just about to start. You can see that there are bullywugs all clustered about, waiting for the festivities to actually get underway. And you can see that Queen Gloribida stands next to a throne where her betrothed sits in his finest of royal raiments, waiting for everything to get started. They sit there and are visiting amongst each other. You can see that she stands where she's looking down at him. And yeah, that's kind of the scene that y'all are walking up to. Are y'all gonna go visit with anybody or just find somewhere to sit and let things proceed?
I think I'm just gonna go sit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there with Mako.
Oh, to a waiter, like, do we sit on the bride's side, the groom's side?
Oh, you are going to sit in our honored guest seats. Queen Gloribida chose them specifically. You will be sitting behind the king's throne for the coronation, overlooking everyone. Please take your seats up towards the front when you are ready. Feel free to grab some refreshments on your way. Here is a bottle of our finest swamp water champagne.
I'm gonna
Champagne.
lean over.
I'll
I'm gonna lean over
snatch it
to.
up.
I'm gonna lean over to Lucy and be like, I don't trust it.
This one is not drinking that.
No. I'm making some later.
I drank mushroom wine earlier. I'm going to try this.
Yeah.
So you
Open up,
guys
Ishidori!
make
Get this
your-
party started!
Oh yeah.
You guys make your way to your designated seats with your swamp water wine champagne thing.
Pop the bottle, pull out my tankard, and take a swig.
It tastes. How can I best describe this? So you know champagne is bubbly, and
Yeah.
typically is either like super sweet or very dry. This is on the drier side of champagnes, but it has an odd twist. While it does taste sweet, it looks the color of algae in mud. It is a putrid color, but it tastes very sweet.
Honestly, not as bad as it looks.
As the words come out of her mouth, you all notice that her voice is 2 octaves deeper than it should be.
Told you. Don't trust it.
You sound funny! Cheers!
Sounds like she finally hit puberty.
Shut up.
Sebastian, your voice is also 2 octaves deeper since you have
Yo.
a drink.
No, Sebastian hit puberty.
Hello guys! Well, this is a great party!
What the?
So as this proceeds and y'all
It's the
giggle,
voice cracking that makes it even better.
it really does. As you guys kind of get settled in and are enjoying your drinks, you hear the trumpets screech out a quick tune as Queen Gloribida steps forward and says, "Honored guests, we gather here to crown my soon-to-be husband on the day of our wedding, the day after I have murdered my father. Please know that his reign will be just. Things will be different after today. We are entering a new era, an era without the hag telling us how we must govern ourselves. Watching our diplomacy efforts end in blood sport for her entertainment. We step into an enlightened age. We will embrace the arts. We will embrace the sciences. We will embrace the arcane. And we will embrace each other. If you have a problem with it, you may take it up with the Mount." And as this is said, you see bubbles from one of the deeper areas of the marshy land as the eyes pop up from the King's Mount just out of the water. And the whole crowd goes, "No longer will we clothe ourselves in the trashy, swampy, dirty remains of an era long forgotten within the Faywild. No longer will we slay each other simply for the slaying and for power. We are stepping into a new time, and we have been aided by these brave heroes who have slain the hag. As we step forward into the future, I would be honored to crown my fiancé, new High King of the Bullywug Court. And she places the crown on his head and says, "Do you swear to uphold the newest virtues and values of our society?" And he says, "I do." "Very well. No more heads on spikes. No more talking dead kings. Set fire to the pikes, and we shall make merry as I go and prepare for the day of me being a bride." And she hurries off, and everyone celebrates for just a moment, and you see all of the talking dead heads of former kings erupt in flames. As she returns, she meets him right there in front of the throne, in front of all of you, as they promise to each other that they will be just rulers and have a fair and equal partnership in marriage. A quick kiss is stolen, and yeah, we are at the reception. There are bullywugs dancing, there's food and drinks everywhere, and you guys have the ample opportunity to either mingle or slide your way out quietly before anyone can nab you up and put you in an annoying conversation.
I'm going to leave.
Huzzah!
I'm gonna quietly like greet by the queen and
Mm-hmm.
kind of elbow her.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna slide her some more salve for the mount and a recipe I jotted down for it. In case you need more. Keep an eye on him. He is good. And we wish you nothing but good things and happiness in the future.
I thank you very much. Go forth with your quest. We will take things from here and hither. I don't know how you're going to get to thither, but I know that it is your next location. I wish you all of the luck. And if you should perish, we will find a way to take things up in your stead. You have been a friend to us. Thank you.
Thank you as well. And I kind of
Skedaddle quietly toward the door.
This is such a great hiccup party! You look great!
Mako, hit the
Just hold
I
the bottle.
kind of like I'm holding onto Sebastian's shoulders and like making sure he's staying upright, and I just like
yes.
send a salute towards her and push Sebastian out the door.
I haven't sang my number. La 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 la.
I'm gonna just kind of drop my hand pretty heavily on top of his head, just to try and like get him to realize, shut up.
Sebastian, roll for performance.
Oh God.
Yeah, before
what the hell are y'all writing?
42.
42. Your
42.
performance is awe-inspiring and yet cut short by Mako bonking you on the head.
I'm trying to beat my son.
Shut up.
Mako, did you meet your brother? There's two of you, and I like wave to the left of your head.
Okay, little man. I'm gonna pick him up by like the scruff of his shirt and just kind of carry him underneath my arm and just be like, "You're staying here. You're liability."
I'll be right. Be right back with Encore.
So if you're fucking plastered right now, can I just put you to sleep?
Probably. It's the first time Sebastian's tasted my alcohol.
Oh, that's right. He's a baby. Oh shit.
DM,
So-
can I cast sleep on Sebastian?
If you want to waste the
wait.
spell slot, yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess that is right. Can I just punch Sebastian really hard? Or Sebastian really
What
hard? That way so he
thing?
gets knocked out?
Y'all left him unattended with fairy wine with fairy champagne.
Don't
Look,
put
look,
us
I'm-
into this. I didn't even know. So
Okay.
Dory was supposed to be watching him.
This is great. Margaret's
drinking
gonna have a
too.
taste.
But I
Hang
can
on.
hold my liquor at least.
Shidori,
Margaret, taste this.
do you realize how young he actually is?
He's still technically
For a
child.
dwarf, I guess not. Yeah.
He's
That
still
is a
technically
halfling.
child.
That
Yeah,
is
some of that I'm
him.
halfling.
He's still
Halfling, man.
child. He's very weak, and not just a stature. This one can put him to sleep easily. Just Mako, carry him like a baby. Just trust.
Okay.
Where are y'all going?
Out the fucking door to go find the thing.
Just going
Okay, so
around
you're
the
heading
party.
to the fairy circle and you want to knock him out?
No, I'm not knocking him out. I'm going to do what any older female would realize works and just kind of hum quietly next to him and like ruffle his hair because that puts the player to sleep instantaneously, and I'm assuming it'll work for the character.
Does it in fact work, Sebastian?
I'll cuddle my bottle and just go right to sleep. Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna look at Lucy. If
I'm
he
good.
throws up at me, on me, you're cleaning.
Yes, just here. I'm gonna like rig him with your pack, almost like it's like a baby pack on your back. And I take off my cape and I put it over your shoulder where his head is. I'm like, look, spit up, bib. Ta-da!
Okay.
So are y'all gonna walk it, or are y'all going to hop on a boat the rest of the way to
How far
the
is it?
mushroom? Well, y'all are at the top of the map, and it's at the bottom of the map.
I mean, we can hop on a boat. I got no qualms about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all take a boat across, and you hear the celebratory
She said
croaking.
okay too quickly. I'm
Um,
scared now.
As you make your way to the mushroom forest, it is dark, and the mushrooms all seem to have a kind of glow to them. Not super bright, very, very dim, but they do have a little bit of a shine. As you walk your way through the forest, you do make your way in the direction of the bats that Shidori has, sent out before. And you do find the fairy ring. It seems quite unsuspecting. There is a different color of glow to this particular patch of mushrooms. There's a slight green underneath a purple where the caps are. But yeah, that's kind of what y'all walk up to is this little fairy ring. What are y'all gonna do with it?
I have no idea.
Can... I don't have detect magic.
I
I've only
think,
got poison.
I think I do actually.
Hold up. Apologize.
Well, detect magic is just gonna tell you, is it magic or is it not? And you know it's magic.
Can... This is gonna sound weird. Can I sense if it could create a portal? Or it's like a dimensional door? Like with the help of the goddess?
Oh, let me talk to mine because mine really likes. Mine's for nature, and we in the middle of nature.
Yeah, I guess it's true.
Give this one. And I kind of.
I'm dumb. I'm Fey touched. I could just walk up to it and sense that, couldn't I? It's
Yeah,
a
but
Fey
it's
circle.
your Fey touch. Just go fucking touch it. Touch the button, Emo.
I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
go
wait, I
touch it.
have primeval awareness. Oh wait.
I have detection of good and evil, so.
All right. We have a lot of detect this, detect that.
I'm gonna go touch it.
I'm gonna touch it. That sounds like any. Alright.
As you touch it, the glow becomes a little stronger, and there's the twinkling of almost like spores that are glowing that kind of drift up from the area of the mushroom that you touch. And then all of them kind of brighten a little bit and send spores up and around all of you in a almost like you stepped into a galaxy. Very, very pretty. And then that glow starts to really emphasize down towards the bottom, that greenish glow, as it spins these spores. Sebastian, you start sneezing again as they move around you all. And a portal opens.
What's going on? There's lavender! Who's got lavender?
There's no lavender, Sebastian. What else are you allergic to?
I don't know. Bullshit, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just continue sneezing. What?
A portal whirls beneath y'all's feet, just inside the fairy ring. You don't know exactly where it's gonna go, but you know you can't penetrate the fog to get to where your next destination is.
Geronimo! I jump in.
Son of a... And I... Yeah, you're attacking him, that's right.
Then I jump in behind him.
That
I will
just
jump in
seems...
as well.
Alright.
Nobody questioned it! They're just like, well, big guy went in.
Oh, yeah, he went in. Guess we gotta go.
Win,
Party
and he's
together.
probably gonna need backup. Let me just, right on in there. Yep.
No hesitation. Well, guess I'm going with.
Well, there was hesitation.
I was
I did not
excited to try it out
this.
anyway. I'm going.
To be fair, Sebastian was like, I don't want to go in there!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sebastian's still attached to my back.
Yeah,
I woke up in my drunken slumber. Like, oh, what the hell's going on?
Well,
No
your
choice.
hangover shouldn't be that long. Pretty sure that just sobered you up.
As you emerge from the portal, you don't see a whole lot, but you do see that you are seated within another ring of circles, another fairy ring, of mushrooms, not of circles. I was looking at a circle.
She was looking at a circle full of circles.
Inception.
Wah.
Very
Womp
well,
womp.
Inception.
Yeah, you all emerge within the fairy ring. No harm has been done to you. It would seem that this particular one has not been corrupted by the surroundings or by a hag or by the dark magic going on in general. But you immediately notice that rather than being in a swamp, the ground is quite solid. There are some thick trees everywhere,
Thick?
all around you.
Are they thicko mode or are they just thick?
Oh, I'm talking, this is like the redwood.
Can I jump up into the tree and scurry up to the top to see if I can see anything?
I can.
What now? I jump off. No, it's not fun. No.
Throw my
Fair
cloak
enough.
down if you're going up the tree.
Huh?
It's attached to your shoulder.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna climb to the top of the tree.
Okay, so
Sebastian,
you
you
should
do
have
it.
the new map. Which tree are you climbing up?
We'll do Dude, this one.
Okay.
No,
So as you shimmy your way up this big ass tree, you find a good vantage point and manage to kind of slide your way across a pretty sturdy branch that is supporting your weight. And the view.
By the way, I have my hook wrapped around the tree and hooked into itself and tied around my waist, just
I
in case.
figured you were anchored.
Move on that shit.
The first thing that you notice is that you are right next to a reasonably small mountain. It is a mountain, but it is not one of the big, huge mamma jammas that you catch the silhouettes of in the distance. It does block your view from certain angles, but what you do see is that not too far from you guys, there is a river as well as another small mountain, and you are absolutely surrounded on all sides by forest.
God.
You are in the trees. There is a river, and just out, just in the depths of your vision, you can see another small mountain. A little bit to what you assume is the south of y'all, kind of southwest.
Okay, I'm gonna tie the rope off onto the branch that I'm on and drape it down for Lucy to climb because she has much better eyes than I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell down, Lucy, rope coming down! Whoosh.
Excellent. I kind of tie off part to my waist and then shimmy up the tree holding it.
I could just pull you up.
If you're not going to whack this one's head, yes.
Okay. I grab the rope with one hand and pull.
Oh. I kind of freeze, like, hands into the tree like a cat when they're freaked out. Oh. Oh. That was... Okay.
Do you want to go bungee jumping next?
No. No. No, never, no.
You know, it's not the fall that kills people, it's the very sudden stop.
This one has only so many lives and would like to say she always lands on her feet, but that would be a lie.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I give Lucy inspiration to see if she can see farther?
I can get a boost off of you and see farther. Would that be me rolling perception with advantage?
Because I was reading the inspiration tab, and I can give inspiration to people if they've or you can give inspiration to people to pass off, and we can pass off our inspiration to people.
Oh. You have to inspire them. So how are you inspiring?
I mean, you told me today that I have a little pep in my step, that I am inspired by my goddess.
Indeed, you are.
Wow.
So I am going to do that, and I'm going to inspire Lucy.
Okay, how?
I'm gonna do kind of like what the goddess did with me, but I'm going to put my hand kind of like on her shoulder gently, not to where I buckle her knees, and I'm going to radiate, I guess, warmth, like how you see in the movies where somebody puts on their hand and just a warmth passes into them, a calming.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me that with advantage then, Lucy.
Okay, 1 sec. Dirty 27.
Okay. With that, you do in fact get a pretty good view of your surroundings. You still can't see past the mountain, like that's just logistically impossible.
Yeah.
But what you do see is there's a nice big cliff not too terribly far from y'all, again, can't see past mountains.
Yeah.
And as you're kind of looking around, you see that this river that runs nearby, it goes for quite a ways. And I am very sorry, this is the largest I can... Oh, no, I can get a little bit bigger with the eraser. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm cooking with gas. Okay, so this is kind of your surroundings right now. As much of it as you can see. I went ahead and measured to make sure I was giving you the appropriate distance this time.
So am I assuming the top is north, left is west, right is east, down is south?
Correct.
Okay. I'm assuming I'm pretty much like standing on Mako's shoulders, essentially look up and around. And I kind of jump off and land beside him. There is still mountain to north, so can't really see around it, but there does appear to be a river going. River going around, and there's some kind of decent-sized mountain, hill, etc. to the south, and some type of upraised bit off to the west.
I say we hit the river because we can test to see if it's clean. That way, so we could tap drinking water just in case.
That works. Shadori, you keep popping in and out.
My internet is ass right now.
I'm sorry, boo boo.
My food's here. I'll be right back.
So yeah, I say we go down and we tell the others. Because now that I have seen it, I should be able to open a door to it. Save us a couple of hours of walking.
That'll work.
Well, depending on how far away we are from the river. Because according to this, it looks like we're pretty close.
Yeah. There she goes again.
I just eventually started using my phone hotspot.
Yeah. I'm running off hardline right now at that
Hello?
into... Hey, boo.
Do you want me to lower
I'm
you
trying
down,
it
or are you
in the
going to call?
browser rather than the app because it's still cutting out a little bit for you guys.
Okay.
Sometimes the browser does work better.
If you can prevent me from falling to my death, certainly you can hold the rope while I climb down.
Yeah.
I kind of do it like a rock climber going down.
Have my
just like,
bats be like a cushion under you.
fly down, tap the rock, push off, down, tap the rock, push. Only it's a tree, you know, ding, ding, all the way down. Till I hit the ground and untie.
No dolce de leche.
Hey DM,
Mm-hmm.
how far up from the ground are we?
Oh, you shimmied a good ways up there. You're probably... 80 feet?
Don't jump.
How far do I have with my hook? 30 feet? 20
Mm-hmm.
feet?
Yeah, 30.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to risk fucking splattering somebody.
Thank you.
I'm gonna untie the rope from the tree now that Lucy's down on the ground, and I'm gonna rewrap it around my shoulder. And God, I don't know if these trees are gonna be alive. I hope to God not. This is the only way to test it. I'm going to use my hook as kind of like an ice pick. So I'm gonna still have it wrapped around, but I'm gonna hold my hook, and I'm gonna ice pick my way down.
Interesting.
I mean, I was doing it like I was rock climbing down. I had the rope and I was just
Yeah, you
free
also had me.
falling, and
You
then
also had me holding the rope.
yeah, and then boop, bump into the tree, free fall, bump into the tree the whole way down.
Or repelling.
Yes, thank you. I couldn't think of the word repel to save my fucking life. I love you. Thank you.
So this tree is not gonna come alive and like swap me off like a whomping willow, is it?
Not
One way
this
to find out.
Better not be a treant or you're fucked.
This one is not. So.
This one.
Hallelujah.
So you're telling me if I climbed the wrong tree, that could have been a tree?
Yeah.
She rolled a d10. That was the real tree.
You never know what you're gonna find in the Feywild. That's all I'll say.
This is why me having a nature goddess might save our asses. You're welcome. Okay.
I mean, isn't technically like Artemis also a nature goddess? Technically,
Artis is a.
She's a huntress.
she's
a
the goddess
huntress.
of the hunt, yes, but where do her hunts typically take place? In the
Wherever she's got
forests.
enemies.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
it's
thinking of like Persephone, like goddess of the seasons, nature seasons.
well. I was more thinking along the lines of the god Pan, who is the god
Okay.
of nature.
Okay. I know I picked one it was within the 5e. Hang on, I think it's in my chat still with Amanda. Looking.
Yeah, somebody had to be different.
What?
Talk about Kenny.
Hey, let Kenny do whatever Kenny want to do.
That's right.
Wait, what I do?
He's giving you shit.
What
Yeah,
do you
I can't
do?
even print. Oh, I gotta make that bigger. My eyes hurt reading that. Okay, my goddess is Maliki, and is the neutral good goddess of forests and forest creatures, particularly dryads, and the patron of druids and rangers,
Ah,
and the Faerunian and Finnish pantheons.
yeah, you went with the Finnish god.
Yeah.
Ooh, good luck.
But here's the thing. It fit my character because I am 3 levels in ranger and like 8 levels in druid.
Yep. So good luck, because if you read anything about the lore of that god, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I did.
Good luck.
I was a
He
little
is-
scared.
He is very easily pissed off.
He's not.
Well, this one's actually the way they do it for 5e. This is a girl.
It's
Makes
it's not
sense.
like it's not like word for word from like the mythology. It says the Lady of the Forest was also the goddess of autumn for a time, but Miracle reclaimed that domain after his return during the Second Sundering. Fuck that guy. Scholars of other lands propose she is also known as Kilaria, the Forest Maiden, in Rashomon, and she had a half-elven aspect known as Kalrishar on the Isle of Evermeet. It said, and someone quoted just said, "I know Maliki is with me because I sense her. I feel her touch as the wind. I hear her voice as a whisper in the leaves. I see her beauty in the scene around us. Her presence is as real as yours. She embraces us with every reverent step we take in the wilderness." Yeah, they treat her as basically a ranger who really, really likes the woods. And her chosen form is a cat. You're welcome.
We love an on-brand moment.
She also can be a white unicorn. Get fucked, nerds. Okay.
Oh, the fun I'm going to have with that.
You already have fun with Artemis.
Dude, you picked a jealous deity in a party
It
to
worked
two
with it,
rangers.
It
Two
worked
lady
for
rangers, yeah.
but it worked for the character that I had. The only other one that I could
Works
think of
for you.
The only other one I could think of would have been possibly Hermes. Or even
Messenger?
Hephaestus. Well, Hermes is not just a messenger, he's also the god of thieves.
I'll tell you this, Hephaestus
what would also have been a great choice. I do agree with that. If you're gonna go from that pantheon. Yep.
I honestly thought about Hephaestus, but I think Hephaestus would have worked better if I was an artificer.
I agree. I could see Hephaestus being really good, especially if you're like a warforged artificer.
Ooh.
That would be spicy.
Ooh.
I can feel Nick's gears turning right now, and he's like, huh, I've played an artificer before.
Oh my gosh, going to... Oh.
Yeah.
I could do Artifice Thief.
Oh, God.
To have the sleight of hand,
Oh. That's sick. Alright.
Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. I think I know what I'm gonna play with our next campaign.
Crafting! Alright, yeah. I'm taking my goddamn bard back next campaign.
Alright, let's continue.
Alright,
We have an idea of what we want to do, DM.
Okay, fire away.
We would like to start heading towards the river and following it. Probably,
Okay.
what, north? Follow the river
Yeah,
north?
northwest, yeah.
So, where's my little pointer? Okay, so y'all could go through the forest and go this way towards the river, but there is direct access right here that's just like you walk through a couple of trees and you hit the river.
I think the safest bet, since we don't really know what's around here, is to go towards the closer route. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Yeah, so that would put us going slightly northeast to get around that rocky area.
Because if we're headed north, like northwest, we're heading upstream of it, correct?
Correct.
Well, it could be that it's coming from the south to the north, and we'd be going downstream. What direction is this river traveling? Because typically, if you follow the river upstream, you're bound to run into a village. At least according to a lot of old explorer notes.
Yeah.
You would only know once you get to the river, so I'm gonna take it that y'all are already at the riverbank watching it.
If we can get there that quickly, yes.
Yeah, it's not a super duper far walk. Y'all could have heard the river from where y'all were standing.
Yeah.
So this river, it seems to be going. Yeah, so this river is in fact flowing from left to right on screen.
Okay, so from north to south. Got it. All right. Because it's kind of radiating at an angle is why I say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I say we head upstream.
Deep. Who is doodling?
Judging by that artwork, I think the DM.
Nope, not me.
Is it Sebastian?
Excuse you. That is my beautiful pointer.
Why are you
That's the
denying
flow.
pointer? Oh,
That's
oh,
the
thank you,
flow
thank
of the
you.
water. That's the flow
Okay,
of the
thank
water.
you. Thank you.
Somebody erased
Okay.
all the wording that was on those clouds of the last area.
Yeah, that was me.
Took you a long time to realize it.
Well, I don't watch the top half of the screen. I try to zoom in on where y'all are, and I'm over here looking at notes.
Yeah, I zoomed out and saw it, and I was like, "Ah, shit!" and started erasing from the far right. Okay, so I take it the party is gonna basically be between the river and that rock face, just kind of along the bank.
Yes.
Yep.
Do we
Okay.
notice any signs of life? And I don't mean like animals and plants. I mean like
Maybe
that
a path.
someone's been here, like
Man-made objects.
man-made. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to say man-made, even though it's like more than one race here. But man-made
let's,
objects.
like look for
Intelligent
pathing
design.
or anything that
Y'all
would give
don't
us a hint.
see anything out here that makes you think that there's, no signs of life in the form of people. People.
Are there normal forest noises like birds, insects? Okay, alright. I just like
Hearing,
how quiet
like,
is it?
You're gonna see sounds. This is very different from where you just came from.
Everything here is very green.
It's very bright.
It feels bright after the hellscape we left behind. I feel dirty just thinking about it.
Honestly. Let us continue upstream and see if maybe we can find any source of civilization.
And hop over the rock.
Alright, so
And
yeah.
alley-oop.
As you guys make your way along, you noticed a weird shimmer coming off of the river. It seems like something off in the distance, but you can't see what it is for all the trees.
Hey, there might be a thing up there. We should probably hurry before the night falls. Because I can only ward off so much.
Yeah, y'all have been sucked through a fairy ring and lived a whole day for a good little bit. So as far as tired is coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of check on Sebastian. Ed, are you okay?
I feel a little sick. Just feel yucky.
Oh, Mako. Wait. I have it. And I get into my pack, and I find, because I've got salves and all kinds of weird shit in here. I find a little tin of candied ginger type stuff. I'm like, suck on one of these, it'll help with the nausea.
Okay.
It's a little spicy, but it's good.
Is the water here fresh? You can drink some of that too.
Sniff the water.
I think I have a way to determine whether it's fresh or not.
I'm listening.
DM, help me here. I know I have something about it.
Paladins should have. So you are protected from poisons and diseases, but you should have an ability to purify food and water. If I remember correctly, a lot of it's based on like the oath that you took, but most paladins get it around like level 3 or 4.
See spells.
It's probably gonna be your like traits or something.
Yeah, I think it's in features and traits.
So I can... Technically alcohol is a poison, correct? If we want to go into the technicalities of it, because it alters brain chemistry.
Tell me where we're going.
Lay on hands. I can neutralize a poison affecting the creature.
Ooh.
I'll allow that.
It does pickle your liver.
Yes, it is technically a poison.
From that aspect?
Yeah, there's technically ethanol in alcohol.
And just like that, we're doing Sebastian's hangover. Let's go! Alright.
This ginger's great! I feel so good! Mako, what are you doing? I don't need your hands! Don't touch me!
Today's too stressed.
I don't need to be coddled!
I'm just gonna put my palm to his face. I know it's gonna cover like his entire face, but it's just like... Heal.
Just gonna like kind of pet his hair. It's okay. You're gonna be fine. You'll feel less nauseous, less sick at your stomach. Your head won't hurt. It is good. Trust.
I need to see, 'cause I don't have a cure or a poison thing.
Well, I mean, his hangover is fixed by this lay on hands. I mean, y'all could have given him a potion of healing, and that would have fixed it.
It's fine. We used what we need.
Oh my god, I have so many different spells that I could. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Welcome to life as a paladin, my dude.
No, it's the fact that I
okay,
could
okay.
learn more.
Yeah. You
I have
a
so
ton of
many
spells.
less. I have so many less that I could have.
Have you filled up your slots?
I have the prepared spells are filled.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you can flip those around before every single day that we're in here.
Cause you're a paladin.
Yep. Like, I can do it the same thing with mine as a druid.
I'm so mad. Because right there, purify food and drink, first level.
Yep. Yeah, if I know it's gonna be like a RP heavy day, I stack my spells that are more like
Because I don't
domestic.
want this. The compelled duel is cool, but I am never going to use a compelled duel because I am 99% time in rage.
This is true.
And it requires
Like-
concentration.
We can concentrate while in rage?
Dangerous concentration.
What? What?
That is
Ouch.
not.
That is a negative. That would be no.
It's a no from me, dog. Wizards of the Coast says no being concentrating when raging.
Dude, even Larian said no to that shit.
The storm is coming.
Yep, I'm staring at one out the window right now.
I keep getting lightning alerts. So yeah, so you guys, I'm gonna assume that now that Sebastian doesn't have a hangover, y'all are gonna continue on down the river.
Yes, ma'am.
So as you make your way further and further upriver, upstream, you come to a fork in the river. You can either continue following the river upstream, or you can cross the river and follow the other downstream.
Do we see any signs of life of, things with thumbs? So that we know a direction to go.
I wouldn't say that you see signs of life of specifically people, but what you do see is there is a huge rock facing. I'm gonna call it a cliff just because I don't know what else to call it right this second.
Okay.
This rock formation, it's not a mountain. But it is raised up out of the ground, and there is a hole drilled through the center of it, or carved through, I suppose. And although the light is not shining from behind this thing, light is coming out of this thing, and it is hollow. You can see through to the fog on the other side of it.
That's weird. Yeah, I have Sauron.
Don't think so. Well, should check that out. If anything, that could be a vantage point to see further.
Do you think you could send your bats up to see? Because that is a very big climb.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. If I send my bats to investigate the hole specifically.
Okay. As the bats make their way through, they do some sleuthing. They do. And all it seems to be is just a cave.
Is it straight through the entirety
Straight
of the rock?
through. Perfect circle straight through the whole thing. No twisty turn-off.
What is the source of the light in there then?
No, you don't know.
Okay.
How high above the ground is this hole?
Hundreds of feet.
Ah. There goes my idea.
Yeah, I don't think I can fly up there.
Like, for reference, y'all were at the top of the tree over. Let me see here. Where's my? Y'all were at the top of this tree. Is it gonna ping? Hello?
This tree.
There we go. Over here. Look how small that tree is versus the big ass rock.
Got it.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe it's just a. I don't know. Worship site.
It could be creature made.
Hundreds of feet in the air. Up the rock.
You
My
never know.
flying doesn't specify how high I can fly.
I think it's with your movement.
Yeah, the only limitation for you on flying is like time spent in the air and like reasonable air pressure. So if you tell me that you're gonna go and fly up above all of the clouds, I'm gonna laugh at you and be like, bats can't fly that high.
Air's getting a little thin.
You pass out and you fall.
And I cannot guarantee you I will catch you.
See, if you caught her, it'd kill you too.
Yeah.
Nah.
So yeah, that's your two options: is either continue to follow the river, with it on your right side, or try to cross the river and go north.
Do we keep going?
Unless she wants to fly up and try to get another vantage point.
And now going upstream seems to be working out for us.
I agree. Lucy, what do you think?
You be right back.
Ah. I say we continue upstream.
That's what I think too.
That sounds good.
Okay, well, 3 out of 4 have said it, and I bet she'd follow suit. So, you guys continue to follow the river. And as you're making your way through, still no real signs of life. And eventually, you hit a wall of fog.
Kind of a beach.
How thick is this fog?
You recognize this fog as being the same fog that surrounded Hither.
Well, shit. So
Backtrack.
Let's actually head direct north. So cross river and head towards mountain.
Yeah, left of the mountain. Okay.
Okay. You guys head towards the mountain. What are you doing when you get there?
Being very cautious of anything that might want to eat small halflings.
Yeah. Do I detect anything that might want to kill us?
Nope. Nope. No signs of life
There's
in
just
that
nothing?
regard. This just feels like an incredibly dense woodland forest.
I guess we continue around, what, left side of the mountain?
Yeah, until it gets darkish.
Yeah.
Oh, there it
Curve
is.
around.
We're done. Okay, so you guys kind of follow, hugging this giant rock, and get about to the other side of it. Where are y'all going from there? Y'all gonna just try to go straight north? Y'all gonna try to make your way back towards the river?
Since we're on the backside of the
Back towards
mountain,
the
is there any man-made path up the mountain?
Nope.
Hey, Jesus Christ. Are we still
Fucking
surrounded by, like, the 80-foot trees?
Oh yeah, some are even bigger.
Can I find the biggest one and use my tree step to get to the top? That way so I don't have to climb. Or climb up the small one, a smaller one, and tree step into the bigger one?
That I'll allow.
And do I see anything that would resemble, like, any sorts of village? Do I see smoke? Do I see something that can give us a point of direction?
Clearing.
So as you get up there, I'm just gonna kind of open up the field a little bit here. Give me my big one. All right. So as you get up there, you take a look around. You can see the wall of fog. You can see to the river. I'll just open this up. You don't see the on from the other side of the rock, so I'm not gonna open up that direction.
I mean,
But
we
you
are sitting, like, at the back side of the rock. That's where we wanted to move, was around the left side.
Yeah, no, that's what I opened up is
Okay.
all of this.
In all
Basically,
of that, do
I
I
did
see
a
any...
semicircle.
Okay, do I see any source of, like, smoke, an unnatural big clearing? Anything?
Nope.
Well, shite.
Walker, where'd you take us? This place is a barren wasteland.
Look, I didn't hear you coming up with any ideas.
I was indisposed.
Exactly. Alright, I guess I'll fucking skimmy my way back down to the ground.
Okay. You
And
find your way back down.
I'll relay that's like there's nothing. There's just nothing. I don't know where to go, what to do.
Well, I feel like the light that's coming from the rock is probably pointing towards something.
So go back the way we came, or
I don't know. There was a cliff as well that we could check out and see if that's a better vantage point than rather me flying up rock here.
yeah, I suppose. If we can, like...
Because this does seem like the edge of the realm here.
It does, I agree. So yeah, let's head back towards that giant cliff.
Okay.
Okay.
So y'all cross the river. Yeah.
While I was gone, did we figure out what's up with the hole in the rock?
Nope. There's just absolutely dick shit nothing around that we can see.
It's just I sent my bats up there and it was just straight hole through.
There's a hole on the bottom. See? Got it. Alright. Let's go.
And now we're headed back towards that cliff that we saw in the beginning. The only problem is like, we're probably burning daylight.
So y'all make it up.
Question.
Uh-huh.
The light coming from that?
Oh, we don't know.
We don't know.
Question. Like we see, it looks like it ends right here.
Mm-hmm.
Can we go see if maybe there's something on the map there? That maybe it's like highlighting, you know, a la Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
I was thinking it was pointing towards something, so.
I mean, it
I was
also
just
looks like it's
figuring
going
the
to the top of
rather
the
than
cliff
looking
here
at it.
too.
Yeah.
Like here. Can we see where this ray of light is like pointing to?
You walk to where you believe it is pointing to. And you can see it shimmering through. Sebastian, your skin starts to itch. Starts to feel like stuff's crawling on you.
I don't like it here.
Reaction, Sebastian?
It's my forearm really itches. I think I might have gotten some poison ivy or something.
Yeah, because if he's itchy, unless he's showing it or says something to us, we aren't gonna know.
Like a crackhead, just like itching the back of my arms.
Your
I'm
arm.
gonna
Anything?
walk over there. And I grab his hand and his elbow and look at his arm. Do I see anything? A rash? A nothing?
There's some redness.
From where he's been scratching it?
Probably. You think.
I don't like it. Just I'll be over here. Holler if you find anything. Just walk away scratching.
As you get back into the shadows within the tree canopy, the itching seems to stop.
That sounds better. Be over here.
Do we want... We have water here. Do we want to camp here or do we want to keep going? We're losing daylight.
How late in the day is it?
It's approaching what you would assume to be sunset just based on the color of the fog in the sky. It's not as foggy as it was in Hither. Don't misunderstand me on that. It's just like cloud cover. Like there might be maybe a storm coming, but it doesn't look like it's going to be heavy. It's not like dark clouds. It's just like an overcast day. Still reasonably bright outside, but you can see based on like the colors what you think might just be sunset, but you don't really know.
I say we continue on. If anything, I can help light the way, and we can find some place to make camp. I'd like to try and find something, even if it's just a makeshift shelter.
Well, do we want to go ahead and try and cross? Or rephrase, is there a spot where it's safe to cross?
I can make a tiny hut and we can sleep in it and we'd be safe.
A tiny hut that Mako can fit in?
Yeah, it's medium-sized creatures or smaller. Yeah, can fit 9.
I am not medium.
I mean,
I am very much large.
No, there's only 4 of us.
Where would you sleep? On my stomach?
It's big enough.
Listen, what he's saying is, if it fits 9 normal people, you can take up the space of 6 and be fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I leave it up to you. I say we keep going.
We keep going, and then just whenever we want to bed down, we're good.
That'll work. Then we can just... Here. I'm gonna start reaching into my pack and, like, chunking out, like, things they can eat quickly, like bread and stuff that Mako's already made before that we just had. Eat this, so we can keep walking. The last thing we want to do is have a fire at night and draw attention to ourselves.
Yeah, because we do not know where, when, or what anything is.
Or how it came to be.
Yeah, I add you a question in our chat.
Oh god, sleeping with you guys, it's gonna be different because Mako's used to normally being off that way so he can take off his mask. And I think, Lucy, you're the only person that's seen me without my mask. Because you walked in on me.
It was an awkward moment, yeah. Yeah.
That was an embarrassing moment because you saw the scars.
What's the matter, Mako? Do you have a nipple on your forehead?
No.
No. Some people have their stories in tattoos and choose to document their life that way. Others have it more forcibly documented. I just kind of look up at him.
I just nod.
It's nothing as silly as that, but it is his truth and his truth alone.
That's fine.
I understand.
Look, he doesn't hog the hut. I don't care.
If I need to, I can sleep as a small cat just to give more room. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you are fine. Sleep in what is comfortable for you.
I mean,
Mako.
I'm just gonna throw it out there.
This one sleeps naked. It would not be good.
You make the tiny hut, and then you have the snail backpack.
Oh,
I
yeah.
miss Queenie.
Y'all could pop her out at any given.
Snails?
Oh yeah. Hey, instead of fucking walking everywhere, let's pop out the snails and ride in style.
I'm reminded of the How It Should Have Ended video for Lord of the Rings. Oh my god, can you imagine if we walked the whole way? Yeah, somebody could have died.
Yeah, let's pop up, let's go across the river, hop on the fucking snails, and then we'll really be making some fucking time.
Let's all go.
Snails are technically amphibious.
So,
Hell yeah, brother.
I understand they're technically amphibious, but we are not?
Hold your breath.
I mean, I don't have to,
Yeah,
I'm immune to,
now.
I'm immune, I
Never
can
mind.
breathe even in the vacuum of space. So, I could breathe in anything.
I don't like to be wet.
And you can just fly, so shush.
I can don't fly.
No, Shidori.
I can fly.
Technically, Lucy, you can fly. You just haven't figured out what your new wild shape is.
Should be a griffin?
Not a griffin.
Oh.
A manticore?
Something much more precious.
What do you mean?
I gave you something so wonderful.
Hold-
Look
Shut-
at your
shut-
looking at your companions. Your wild shapes.
Okay, hold up.
It should be in there.
Companions. Inventory. That's not the inventory.
It's in your
It's going to be features and traits, I think.
extras.
Extras? It's in extras?
I
Those
think
are
I'm-
some noises.
Yeah, I think I'm glad that the microphone cut out on that one.
Yeah, I heard it from across the house.
You gave this one the most precious of gifts. The question is, do I want to be the big one Or the little one?
You should be the big one
Oh!
so you can carry
Oh,
this.
you didn't see the other one then, did you?
Love how Amanda gives everyone else wonderful gifts and she gives me curses.
Listen, motherfucker. It's not your fault that the other two dipshits didn't let me get you out before they killed her.
So you now can be a Tressum, a panther, a cat, a
Displacer.
Pinchot, and then the large and the small version of the Displacer. And with the Tressum, you can just have wings and fly. I mean, you only have 5 hit points as it.
We're using the owlbear as a Sentrat, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was just making sure that's what that was. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna kind of look over at Shidori's bats. This one is not touching water today. And shift down into a Tressum.
Oh my goodness! I didn't know you could do that!
Everything on cat themed.
I'm just gonna look at her and just be like, really? You could have done that this entire time? And we've been
I'm gonna look
walking?
up at him. Tressums are small, dude. That's like a house cat with wings.
It's a house cat, yeah.
That's some
Cat with
bullshit.
wings. It could be a. I can make it a
So
bigger
does
house
that mean
cat.
does that mean I could make her a bigger house cat too?
You could do it, then I could do it, and then she'd be a really big house cat.
Yeah. Wait. Is that?
That's a spell slot, boys.
No, it's not. I should have a potion.
I have a lot of those.
I should have a potion.
You have a potion of enlarge.
Oh no, I have a potion of fire giant strength.
Yeah, that's
I could make you a very strong.
Aggressive. Be aggressive.
A little too spell slot for me. Like, it's nothing.
If he makes, well, I'm a tiny
you
right
should.
now. It would just
Yeah,
take
you
me
can
up to
be
like a, yeah.
No, you're tiny. You'd be small.
Yeah, so you go from being a house cat to, like...
A Maine Coon.
Yeah. So what if I am the displacer beast and he makes me to like whatever's bigger than large? Can
The extra
I
large.
ferry them across the thing like that?
Does the
Still
displacer
carries
beast have the strength to be able to carry me?
Motherfucker. You could ride that bitch into battle.
We're
Ka-chow.
doing that the next
Displacer
time.
eek.
We are doing that the next time.
I can just Misty Step over there.
I mean,
Yeah,
so could
somebody
I.
can just fucking Misty Step.
Yeah, I could Misty Step as well.
None
Okay.
of y'all have even asked me
Yeah,
what
how
the
big
river
is
like.
this river?
Earlier, and you
Oh no,
didn't
it's river.
answer.
Sorry. Sorry, DM. How big's the river?
The river itself is about 20 feet across. It is not some hulking behemoth of a river that a giant sea snake would be living in, although I can see why you would think that of me. I give it to you.
The Mississippi. It's a fucking creek.
Easy rushing thing. And there are places where you can see that it is reasonably shallow. Like, knee deep and waist deep. It's not crazy.
Classic D&D. We just over, like...
Hey, look,
overplanned
we
everything.
are at the mercy of the DM. We could be halfway across that and a giant tidal wave fucking come out of fucking nowhere.
We can
Y'all have
fly,
to,
we
like,
can
look at it
teleport,
that
or you
extremely.
can just walk.
You have snails that can go across this thing, and it would only get up to about the middle of their shell. And you'd be riding a top of it.
Fuck you, I'm Misty stepping across. I am not testing the DM's moxie today.
I know, our adventure with the rocks and the serpent thing.
Well, no, you have
Last
trust issues. No, I'm getting on a snail. I'm going across on the snail.
I will ride
trust
a
my
snail
DM.
as well.
I'm just gonna flap my little wings and yeet across.
Just
Because
wanna
I'm
ride a snail.
adorable.
Because I'm adorable.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I ain't testing
fucking
the
adorable.
Moxie.
I need to see this Tressum. Okay. It's so weirdo. And it has no damn bleach.
No, it is a purely
Trust
RP situation with them.
So
But
what
I
you're
can
saying,
detect poison and have keen sense of smell.
so what you're saying is we should buff it to all living hell one of these times. Just stock up
And
on
have a
like
tiny
potions.
ball of fur.
Yeah, just have all these potions and spells purely to make it like a one tap.
I mean, well, you saw what I was doing with the Displacer Beast last time. I was like multi-attack, multi-attack, multi-attack. I wasn't even blinking.
I could just see this now. Like like if in Power World, like you make the sheep overpowered as fuck.
This is true. That little sheep can do a lot of shit when you power him up, right?
It really can.
Alright. We're...
Let us eat.
So let us continue.
Meow.
Back over here. I was sending Lucy some of the very cute display tressums that I have collected.
I'm very curious because my passive insight was not strong enough to see what the goddess bestowed. I'm guessing.
I'm so fucking cute. Yes, queen.
Reword your question to me. I did not process it correctly.
Because I asked if like my passive insight or perception wasn't strong enough to see what the goddess possibly bestowed upon me. I just felt a pep in my step.
Yes, you did. You felt a pep in your step. And so far, your feet have not allowed you to fall into any trap unwillingly.
Huh. Ooh.
Don't like how you worded that, but okay.
Was this entire fucking area just a trap and there's nothing here?
Would I have a map this big if it was just a trap?
Yes.
I would
I
We
would
did
not
go
put it
through,
past a DM to do this.
do a space circle. I mean,
Okay, go ahead and zoom out and look at how big it is and see the official, like, scale in miles animation down at the bottom.
yeah.
I'll erase this up here so you can see. This is, in fact, thither.
Oh, Jesus Christ, okay.
It is not a trap. I have not dropped you into a fairy trap, although it is tempting to come up with that. You've given me a great idea.
We've covered a lot of mileage today, boys and girls.
Every 10 feet that you measure is a mile.
We've walked about as much as a people can walk right now. I'm gonna throw that out there. Every inch is a mile. I want you to look where we started. Look where the side trek took us. You know, over here in goddamn Narnia.
And that we went around that mountain to get away from the
Yep. So we were like, boop, 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 boop. Just think about all this.
Alright.
Yeah, y'all are getting pretty pooped, I'm not gonna lie.
We're tired. Sebastian needs a nappy nap.
I got a big head and little arms.
I'm not so sure this plan is not entirely.
Alright, let us set up camp and wait till daybreak.
I just shoved us all over there.
Just give me 1 minute or 2 or 10, and I'll eventually cast Tiny Hut.
I'm gonna kind of walk over the side where Mako is. Are you sure you're going to be alright?
It will be fine.
You and I both know it is not fun to leave that on all the time for you.
I don't think it is the right time to share my story.
Well, if you need to sneak off for a minute to breathe, I've got you.
I appreciate it.
Yep. I just kind of squeeze his hand and walk back toward the group.
We want it dry, wet, cool. Do you like to sleep in a cold room?
I like to sleep when it is cold, but I also have blankets because... Oh, I can't... Oh, people.
Oh, I can make it any temperature, and I can make it look like a starry sky, or
I'm going to
anything
sleep
you want.
outside.
What?
Okay, fuck me, got it.
I appreciate the offering, Sebastian. I just feel more at home outside.
This one will sleep
Well,
under the stars with you, Sebastian. We will be nice and cool.
Okay. Alright, so nice cool temperature, starry dome, and what? No.
That's
I
how
kinda
would've
like-
said it.
Kind of give Sebastian like a sideways hug, a half hug. Thank you.
Y'all can. I have to stay in it, but y'all can come and go as you wish, and nothing, spell wise can go through it.
Heard. Okay.
Nothing can come in that I don't want.
Shidori, should we go find something to cook?
Yeah, I'm gonna be busy outside setting up like a little cooking area, little dining area.
I'll go look for plants and mushrooms.
My brats will be attracted to fruits, so
If you
I'll
find
release
any
them as
wild
well.
game, could you also grab that?
And I just
Sure.
kind of grab my bow and throw it over my shoulder. Do you have preference of fish or
I would prefer protein, so more beef.
protein? Okay, so
Basic.
we need
Yeah,
to
we'll
look for...
find wild cows.
Hey, look for deer.
Deer, rabbit,
He
squirrel.
said beef. That's venison.
I know, but he wants red meat, is what he means.
Understood.
If you guys would
Honestly,
like
if we
fish,
find
go
enough
catch fish.
No, if we can find enough rabbits, he makes a really mean rabbit stew.
You know, I feel like I was your cook at your bar.
I feel like when this is over, you will be the cook. Bring you home with me. Yes. You and your little pixie girlfriend.
Speaking of which, can I gaze into my ring to check on her?
Oh, okay. Yes, you can.
I've been meaning to do this for a little bit. It's just by the time
I
that
forgot
we
how
sat
that
down,
ring
we were all.
works.
I can gaze into another plane of existence for 5 seconds. I can't do anything, but
you
I can
look.
at least I can use it to check on.
As you gaze into the ring, having a brief moment of solitude, while everyone else is busy setting up camp and whatnot, you see her face. She is seated. Oh God, I have to go grab my charger. She's seated with some of the other folk, of the pixie folk, around a like a fireplace in the tea hut thing, the little tea shop.
Okay.
Having a drink with them. As they all sit around, seems like the end of the night for the carnival for them, or maybe they're traveling. It's kind of uncertain exactly her location. You just know that she is surrounded by her people, and they are having mugs of tea as she giggles just slightly. Not anything too crazy, just a smile and a little giggle at one of the other girls that she's sitting with.
Can I send like a feeling as you would of like if you get a text being like, I'm here?
Oh, you want her to kind of get the, okay, like when someone's ears are burning because you're talking about them type of thing.
Yes. Just kind of as a notion of, I'm always here.
As your image of her begins to fade from your ring, you see her kind of glance away from everyone for a moment as though she's looking around for where the source of a new feeling that came over her may have come from. And the image is gone. That's the last little bit that you got.
I wish I had a way of like sending messages across
Through realms.
Yeah.
Extra motivation for y'all to get home, I suppose.
Alright, let us get prepared. I'm going to set up like the sanctuary area, like in a radius around us that way, so I would know if anything is coming and that wants to hurt us.
Okay. So you've got your tiny hut with your safe cooking area. I'm going to assume that when y'all set up the cooking area, y'all pop out the pocket picnic.
Hell yeah.
And then you've set up sanctuary, which is going to require your concentration. Just keep that in mind.
It works even in my sleep because of my watchful helm. I am always keenly aware of what is happening around me, even when asleep.
Wow. That's kind of badass.
You're welcome.
Hell yeah. I just finally read into the fucking watchful helm. I saw it. You remain aware of your surroundings even while you're asleep.
Oh, so she gives you that. She gave me a booby trap booby trap staff.
Oh, that was for a while. That was a while ago. Like, that was one of the first things that I was able to get.
Like, this woman handed me a staff that if you're a cat or a cat person, you're more likely to be distracted. Because there's a little floof on the end of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
that must be horrible.
What she gave to me after that fight was the shield. She gave me the shield. That's what I got out of that. I've had this watchful helm since we started.
I do have some good shit, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that I get to shapeshift for flavor and it doesn't use a wild shape spot unless we're in combat is amazing.
I do agree. I am loving this campaign.
I'm having a blast. Amanda's always like a fucking cool DM. Like,
she is.
She's alright.
I'm just here for the vibes.
You should have seen when she let me make Tiny Thor.
Yeah. Can't let her get her head too big.
Right out there. She let me make Tiny Thor, and I was a Tempest Cleric Storm Sword combo. Oh my god. It was awesome. Fucking lit.
Alright.
Alright.
How far out are the girls for getting food?
How far out are they?
Like, when are they coming back?
Oh.
How long have they been out?
This one is coming back with 2 rabbits.
Which direction did y'all go?
I went above Sebastian's head a little bit over here. I lost myself. No, I lost myself. I'm in the fog.
Yep, I need y'all lost in there for a second because as you drifted that way, every path brought you back to where you started as y'all were hunting and gathering. It seemed like the further you tried to go away from camp, you just found your way back, even though you thought you were walking away.
I'm gonna kind of whistle toward Shidori.
Okay.
I
I'm
return
trying to
your
test
whistle.
I'm trying to test how far out she is before the loop
Can I
happens
hear it
again.
where I am?
Yeah. Well, hang on. Let me be like right here. We're gonna pretend this is a lot closer than it is for like 2 seconds. Yeah, there. Now we're within a mile. I have a really loud whistle. We'll just go with it.
I've got very sensitive hearing, so I
Yeah.
can hear you. What is that one?
And then it's gonna eat me back into here, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, look up. Where the fuck did you come from?
It was going north, and then I was here. This one is confused. I did bring back food, and I like hand him the 2 rabbits I had like tied to my pack, and a bunch of like the wild garlic and wild mushrooms and carrots I found. Here you go.
Can I use the like food cleanse just in case? I don't know, like, because this is all wild food that we're gathering. I don't know whether it's been tainted. I don't know whether it's safe to eat. I would just like to cleanse it that way so it will be safe to eat.
Yeah. I can detect poisons as a cat.
Well, I also have that.
I can sniff it.
I would
and it
still
doesn't
feel
use the
more,
spell slot.
I would still feel more comfortable having
ritual.
that.
I have ritual cast.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you wanna cleanse it, dude, you do what you want. I mean, it's your spell slots. I trust you.
I mean,
Is dinner ready yet?
it won't let me equip that spell because somehow I had 7 out of 5 prepared spells.
What the fuck?
And when I unclicked the compelled duel, I couldn't re-click it back in. I can't click anything.
Shit!
I'm
I
down.
didn't look at my shit.
I'm back down to 5 out of 5, but somehow I still have more.
Uh-oh.
I'm so confused on what happened. I like lost spell areas.
Oh my god, I'm missing prepared spells.
Okay, so I wasn't the only one.
Let's fucking go. Alright. Alright. I can have 2 more. What the fuck is that? That's cool. I don't want it, but that's cool.
Also, I am going to return with a rabbit and a squirrel and some berries that I picked.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say that I ritual cast detect poison to make sure that the berries were okay as well.
That's fine. Now, Shidori, where you were while you were hunting, since you have true sight, you caught a glimpse of something through the trees. Something that almost looks like some sort of arcane barrier, but was very misty, as though you were looking through the fog and you caught a glimpse of like a lake, something reflective.
Also, in that direction, there appears to be a lake of sorts. But there was this heavy fog. Lucy, you seem to have misstepped through it as well.
Yes, I was telling Mako I was going northwest and hit this patch of fog, and then suddenly I was walking into camp.
I experienced that as well.
It was
Off
very
to the
strange.
east. But I could see a lake in the distance, but I couldn't get any closer to it.
It was
Let
very,
us-
very strange.
Let us get food first, and then Possibly, Shadori, you could send your bats out to see maybe if there's a
Yeah,
way
I
to
can
get
see if they
through it.
won't be affected.
Oh, I get to play cook today because preparing rabbit and squirrel, I know what I'm gonna do. I have 3 rabbits and a squirrel and berries. I can do a lot with this.
I'm gonna give a
He's-
few of my berries to the bats and then send them off towards the east where I saw the lake.
Okay. So you guys sit down in basically like what I'm imagining is Mako, you kind of shuffle inside to eat dinner so that y'all don't leave Sebastian trapped in the hut all by his lonesome.
Yes.
I'm going to bring in for the food. I'm gonna bring in rabbit stew,
Mm-hmm.
fried squirrel. So not deep fried, but almost like it was a charcoal squirrel. I burned it over a fire.
Okay. Rotisserie squirrel.
Yes, a rotisserie squirrel. And then with the berries, I made a wine.
Oh.
And I made Sebastian punch.
Okay, so y'all have wildberry fay wine with rabbit stew, and the rotisserie squirrel. So while you guys are sitting down to eat, y'all will have plenty of like role play talk time, but the bats, they are sent out on their scouting mission. And you will find out about that in just a little bit. We're going to give them some time to search. So now's your chance to talk over dinner. If y'all have any lingering secrets, burning desires, backstories worth exposing.
Oh god. Is this your way of saying that Mako should reveal his backstory?
There's all 4 of y'all that have things y'all can technically be sharing. Little secret keepers.
I ain't got shit. What are you talking about?
Gosh, Shadori!
I'm just gonna like reach up and touch my locket that I have. And I'll open it up and look at the photo inside. So this was my wish from the frog statue back in Elvorna's hut. I wanted to see my family again. This is my mother and father. My father taught me everything that I knew about hunting, helped me tame the matriarch of my bat horde. This means a lot to me.
I'm not going to sniffle. I'm not going to sniffle. Fine.
Ain't that sweet?
So okay. I'm going to look at Lucy, and I'm going to kind of nod in her direction in a way of saying you are free to share the story that you know. Because A, Mako's not a man of many words. That much is very clear.
Long ago, in a land far, far away. I just kind of wink at Mako. Our dear friend had something very, very precious taken from him. And those activities. Mako picked up some battle scars of his own.
At this point in the story, I'm going to reach up and I'm going to remove my mask. And just kind of grunt out, no more secrets.
You want to describe what his face looks like?
Yeah. If you could.
Oh god, I'm trying to remember. Hang on, Google. Google for those people
Yeah,
who
because
don't know.
I've only ever seen his face once. And the way I'm portraying it is as it's like actually like war torn, scars,
Yeah,
radiation
he's
damage.
just a dude with a strong jaw and a lot of boo-boos. So I'm gonna kind of nod over to his face. What you're seeing, is a very grizzled face. So, almost patchy facial hair because it can't grow through scars. A strong jaw. Almost a button nose. I'm giving you that. It's cute. He's got a scar running through his eyebrows. What looks like almost a chemical burn across part of one of his cheeks and his forehead. He looks like he got beat to death with an ugly stick. But that's just scarring. That's not him. Our friend faced a lot of ugly to get here. And lost a lot of things precious along the way. It is why he has that mask on so often, because people treat him differently with the scars. They think he's terrifying and cruel. Mind you, we know he's actually kind of a big teddy bear, still terrifyingly cruel. But he is good. But others do not see it.
I'm gonna try and formulate the sentence of, that is why I have strong desire to protect you guys. I lost a lot. Everything I knew was ripped away. I lost family, friends, everything. All due to a stupid war.
That sounds familiar.
But that is my story in a nutshell. And I'm gonna put the mask back on.
Inhale, exhale, repeat.
Just pat him on the thigh. There, big fella.
Sebastian, you talked about learning magic from your dad. What was your dad like? I don't remember mine.
Oh, my dad was great. He was indeed the great whodunit. And he would travel around and do magic shows. But one day he decided to put on the greatest show. He locked himself in a safe, handcuffed, and they threw him in the river. And he was supposed to get out, but he didn't. And then I went to live with my aunt, and she was a bit cruel. But then she died, and that was not great, but not bad. And then I thought I had it made because she was rich. And she didn't leave me shit. I wound up on the streets doing card tricks and whatnot. And yeah, that's kind of how I met you guys.
Just gonna because I know he gets weird about people like
touching him sometimes, just kind of reach behind him and just like act like I'm kind of would be patting his head, but I'm just like playing with his hair a little bit as a sign of, hey, we're here. You're not by yourself.
The only thing I got left from him is his deck of cards. Pull him from my vest pocket. Yeah. Anyway, that's a bit sad. This dude's great, Mako.
I appreciate it. Lucy, how is the wine?
And I wipe my eyes. I'm like,
Yes.
what? What? Oh, fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Shadori, are
Give me
you
a
enjoying the
glass.
food?
Yes, it's very good. Thank you for the hard work.
I just cooked. You guys found.
And you made it delicious.
Oh, look at us. Oh, getting along. Sharing stories.
Shut up,
I
Sebastian.
love you guys. Sorry. Drink my juice.
Just kind of gonna look over at Sebastian. For the record, if anyone harms you, and I am aware of it,
They will not live to see the coming sun.
what he said. I know it was a long time ago, and you've dealt with a lot more since then, but I'm sorry you were treated so cruelly. I'm sorry your father wasn't able to pull that off and come back to you. But as annoying as you are, we love you.
I'm just gonna look at each of them. I'm gonna look at each of them and I'm gonna be like, as long as there is a breath in my body that my goddess gives me, none of you will fall. I will protect you. That is my solemn promise.
What drove you to follow Artemis?
When everything happened, I was alone. I found peace in the dark, in the night. I was out hunting, and when I pulled my bow back, because I used to fight with a bow, when I pulled my bow back, I felt a feeling of empowerment that I knew was not normal. And from that point on, every time that I went out, my shot always hit. And I knew only one goddess could perform that act. And it was always at night that I hunted. And every time I gave it up as an offering to her. One day she spoke, granting me the power I needed to be able to continue on. That is why I devote my life to her.
My mother. One of the memories I have of her when I was a wee one. After we had escaped the chaos here in the Feywilds and unfortunately was sold into, well, you know. Every morning she would go out first thing and sit in the sun, be one with nature, and just enjoy the peace of the day before it began. And that was her way of communing. It is fond memory that even when life was its ugliest and we were the most broken, I could always go outside
and sit and be in nature and just feel that warmth and that presence. And that's probably why you catch me collecting shiny rocks every once in a while. My mother used to collect different rocks and would try and teach me the different nuances of them, and some were good for healing, some were good for peace, some were good for protection. It was always very, very thoughtful. She taught me that. She taught me the same about plants, which is why I make salves and things in my free time. It's you learn not to go to a doctor and trust your own and take care of one another. Growing up like I did. Part of why I am how I am now, my goal is to make sure that the people around me are always taken care of, always loved, even when they feel like shit. Yeah. Anyway,
No, Lucy, that story, I think, unlocked another memory for me. I believe my mother was an alchemist. That's why I keep on collecting different ingredients and mushrooms and items as we're traveling here.
You know,
It's that connection.
if you want sometime, I can show you some of the things my mother taught me and see if that brings anything to mind.
I appreciate that.
Not a problem. It's finally getting to use this after all this time. Like when I was at my, I know you aren't from where we were, but I have a tavern, for lack of a better phrase, but it's also a hub where I help people escape bad situations and learn a trade and get back on their own 2 feet to be able to handle themselves and take care of themselves without having to depend on someone else.
I just kind of been thrown into the group. Then again, I also threw Sebastian.
You threw Sebastian in my bar.
You got paid for it.
I did get paid for it.
And how many drinks did you sell that night?
Oh, that was such a good close. Oh, so much coin.
It was probably one of the better times.
It was fun. It was loud.
It was very loud.
But it was very fun.
Sebastian, did you have fun?
You mean when he went wee across the room?
Yes. I was outside. Sebastian, how about we go outside for old time's sake, and I throw you a couple times?
That's not. No, that's fine. I just, I don't want to lose my dinner.
I'll give you 5 gold pieces.
If
I can't leave.
If he leaves, we lose the shelter.
Okay, fine.
I'd love to, but if we left, I'd lose the hut. Rain check.
This one would really like to have a hut. In one piece.
It's about this time that the bats start coming back. And Shidori, as they come closer and closer in range, you detect what seems to be coming through as confusion. And they're not all coming back from the same direction. They seem to be coming back in small clusters and onesie-twosies as though they somehow got lost.
Looks like they still got affected by the fog.
Let's say we rest and pick it up in the morning.
Darlings, did you find anything in the fog?
In the squeakiest of bat communications. All that they can get across is that they could not get to the lake, though they could see it. And at one point they thought they saw a unicorn.
Okay, we didn't hear any of that, only she did, right?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I'll relay that all to them.
A
Did-
unicorn?
They saw a unicorn? Really?
Seems like it.
My mother would be giggling right now.
Unicorns don't exist.
This is the
Blasphemy.
Feywild. Anything can happen.
I'm gonna look at Sebastian and be
why,
like, if
Phil?
a tree can come to life, I'm pretty sure a unicorn can.
Yeah, but a
exist.
horse with a horn on its head—that's just too far.
Yes, a sentient tree that can talk and walk around is perfectly normal.
Yeah, that's just a talking tree. We're talking about a horse with a horn. Why does a horse have a horn?
Sebastian, you're just headache.
Leave him be. But it is interesting that you said unicorn. Very.
Just saying, have you
What's
ever seen a
that?
unicorn? I've never seen a unicorn.
My the goddess of my mother, who I was raised to follow as well. Her name is Maliki, and she's a goddess of beasts and forest creatures. At times, she is seen as a tall woman. At other times, she is seen as a young maiden with moss and leaves for hair, and however, she is also known for manifesting as a unicorn. A white unicorn.
Oh, that's convenient.
Darling, what color was the unicorn that you saw? I asked one of my bats.
As you ask your bat, you get glimpses of an image in your mind. And this unicorn seems to be made out of water.
It's interesting.
Now it's a water horse with a horn. I mean, come on.
You get another image from a different bat that sees things from a very different angle, where the unicorn is white on the body and has like Clydesdale hooves. And the feathers around the hooves, the tail, the mane, and the horn are gold.
So we may have two unicorns.
She is often known for appearing differently to different
For
people.
shape-shifting, yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting. My goddess as well, Mako, is known for archery and fighting with twin scimitars. Ugh. Her horn blades are pretty cool. But in addition
I could
to,
go into like a blacksmithing tree.
that'd be so cool, dude. One thing my mother used to tell me that made me giddy as a child, because we fled the Feywild when it went to shit and looked like, well, you saw Heather. She could use her bow for life or death. And there were times where the goddess would come to areas that were murky and sick, and she would fire an arrow into its heart, and suddenly the grass would come back, and flowers would bloom, and plants would come back to life. She was the literal embodiment of nature. It would be interesting if that unicorn were her. But this one has seen more shit than good, so she will not get her hopes up. Sebastian, are you falling asleep in your juice?
What? Sorry. I was just thinking of the saying my aunt would say right now. That story is a bunch of hogwash.
Your aunt's a bunch of hogwash.
She wasn't very nice, but
Sounds pretty
I don't
shitty.
know. Just I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around this magic unicorn-ish creature.
Sebastian,
It's
live
likely
in-
a goddess.
I
you
live in the here and the now. That's different. That's magic.
And this isn't.
No, you're talking about a goddess person.
How many times have you seen me shapeshift?
That's magic.
And that is what she does as well.
Ish.
How many
Okay, so
times
that's
have
not
you
very
seen
godly.
me set my arms on fire?
Well, if you can do it and she can do it, what makes her a goddess? What
We
makes
can
her special?
only do it through the power that she grants us.
Well, I don't believe her and I can do this. And I go, spark my hands.
You don't have
Yes.
to believe. Everyone is entitled to their own belief setup or whatever makes them warm and fuzzy. Blah blah blah.
Can I do something just as a fuck you to Sebastian?
Yes.
It's like he's like, I don't believe and I can do this. That's a tiny spark in his hand. And it's like, and I do believe and I can do this. Crash my gauntlets together, my arms erupt in flames. It's like, well, no.
I'm going to cast Create Water and put the fire out.
Hey,
No fire.
Reduce. And now you're small.
No fire in the tent.
it is house, not tent.
This is house for now. No fire.
Fine.
Because I have the power to create or destroy water, so I'm just gonna like yeet the water back. There.
Sebastian, roll me a d4.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Saw that.
Raggy.
Excellent.
Aw, I see you there.
Sebastian, as the reaction between you sparking the flame and then the water hitting and everything that just kind of like happened in rapid succession there between the three of y'all, really, you get a good look at your hand. And no one else notices this but you can see that the webbing between your fingers looks a little odd.
Don't wipe it on my bed.
No change.
I just, I'm just kind of tuck it in my waistcoat. I think I'll go to bed now. Night! And just waddle off.
What was that about?
Gonna kind of sniff toward him. Something's different with him, but I'm not sure what it is right now. But something's off on a, and I don't want to say an internal level, but something's not right.
I don't think we should push. I think we should let him share as he see fit.
It's why I haven't brought it up, because I could smell something was different. But if I pointed out every time I could smell something was different, you'd be asking me if somebody had gas 3 towns over. So that's why I just don't bring it up usually. But I'll keep an eye on him tonight, see if he has any strange dreams. He talks in his sleep.
Okay. I am going to go outside and kind of set up myself a little makeshift area
Mm-hmm.
and take the mask off, let my face just breathe, and I'm just gonna go into like a meditative state since it is starting to turn night, I'm guessing.
It is, though it's still oddly light outside. You can tell based on like the sounds of the forest and like the timeline of, what time it would have been back in Hither. It should be quite dark outside, but it's still oddly light.
Hard pause soon. I have a hard cutoff in about 5-6 minutes because apparently I have a raid at 7 Central.
Oh, fun.
I thought you weren't in a raid group anymore.
I'm not. I signed up for a raid and I didn't, out of Total Darkness, I didn't think it was filling. And I just got told it is. Yeah. I was like, oh, shit. Okay. I was like, y'all gotta give me a couple minutes. I'm in DnD still. I gotta wrap up some shit.
Well, this was kind of our up point.
Yeah.
So next week when we meet, we will continue our journey. The last thing for tonight is, Sebastian, you have a very interesting nightmare that I will message to you.
Of course you do. Ah!
Message me what he says in his sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need
The super spies are on it. Okay.
Just put that his what he says in his sleep in chatter.
Everybody hears Sebastian going. I'm just kidding. Y'all don't know what he's gonna say.
Alright. For everybody who tuned in to Kenny's stream and my stream, thank you so much. We appreciate you. So tune back in next week. See what the fuck the short guy had a nightmare about.
Yep, and see what we continue on to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Day 1 in Hither is done.